It's time for Market Movers. I'm your host, Trader Prad. That's the beautiful Miss V. That's right. It's actually Bruce Buffer today.
Thank you, Brad. I love the excitement. Markets are crazy. So many opportunities. And guys, I hope you're all in a profitable territory. As usual, please be active on the chat. Ask us anything and smash that like button. Let's get that 1K likes as soon as possible. Brad, how's your day going?
Great, but I just want to start off the day with saying Liz is doing a great job once again. Hopefully some of you noticed our new thumbnail. I just had to quickly screenshot this thumbnail because I don't have the actual picture. But look at this beautiful new thumbnail. Market Movers. Obviously, Miss V's beautiful face is missing over here. I don't really care if my face is there or not, to be honest. But, you know, beautiful new thumbnail coming in. Thank you, Liz. She said she's going to keep on trying some other extra thumbnails, so let's go, man. New changes coming in. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Market today, what a time to be alive. Looks like all the McDonald's around the world are basically shut down because the apes took a day off together and buy AMC at $10. Look at AMC today, just booming to the roof, 14% up. And maybe they heard me complaining on Market Movers for 2 days in a row. Where are the buyers at? Where are the buyers at? So they took their day off their McDonald's or whatever other shift they had, and they all just pushed their buying power into AMC at $10, and we see the stock rip up to $13.50. What is the high today? $13.71. I actually tried a small short at $13. It was winner for a little bit, and then obviously a rip pass against me. I should have maybe got back into the short, but you know, that short trade for me was done. Now we're basically in a long trade. Multiple long scalps coming in. Ignore these orange or yellow triangles. Those are basically long exits. Those long exits are showing up as short entries because I have a stop out for my trade over there, which actually I need to readjust my size on that trade. So whatever I lost on this one, I made that and more off this long around $11.50. Gonna keep trying the $11.50, $11 long all day until $11 breaks. I don't think AMC is really gonna go under you know, $11 today, or even if it does, I think $10 once again will be a beautiful opportunity to play long scalps off today for the day traders. So multiple opportunities coming in for the long direction. Obviously S&P 500 up about 0.25%, Nasdaq up 0.5%. We see Facebook ripping. We saw Apple kind of. Let me actually confirm if Apple's up, because I know Apple's at 145. Apple's still negative, but a beautiful move on Apple too, from 140 to 145 and so on. So market's trying to go up, obviously, but we're still under 4,000 on the S&P 500, and we are slightly above 12,000 on the Nasdaq. So not too far from the 10,000 point from here on out that everyone is looking out for, and not too far for. Actually, what was the number that I tweeted out? Maybe I didn't tweet it out, but I wrote it in one of our chats. What the number was for S&P 500 to go into bear market. I think we hit that number today. I would have to scroll back quite a bit to find that number. So let me actually do that calculation right now live. So I remember the number was around 3,800 something. So let's actually go there. We're almost there. We need to go a little bit more, only a couple more points, honestly. So 3,825 or 3,824 or so, basically a couple points here or there. We'll put S&P 500 in the bear market territory. We're now at 3,939 and trying to go away from that marker. So you know, obviously the same way we have this SSR bounce play that we always talk about, which is when a stock is heading towards the negative 10% marker, there's usually some long scalps available for day traders to take a quick little long in front of the negative 10% mark on stocks. I'm guessing the same idea would be also on the overall index. You know, hedge funds, big money, probably will try to prop up the market a little bit before that negative 20% mark actually hits. And when that negative 20% mark hits, you'll probably see some liquidations coming in all across the board. You know, maybe some algos automatically sell some Apple shares or Microsoft shares or whatever. That's just the thesis that I have. I'm not saying this is a 100% guarantee. I haven't back tested it or you know, I have any proof to back up that thesis. It's just an idea. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens on that that side. Right now, AMC heating back up to the north side. I didn't get any of my long fills, which sucks because honestly, the stock never even went below 1150. I'm waiting for going under 1150 to get more size so I can keep on scalping this range that we're getting, almost 50-cent range. Beautiful 50-cent range. You know, keep on rinsing, repeating those scalps all day until that range breaks for you and doesn't allow you to do that anymore. Ms. V?
Officially hit that Tesla animation, as Tesla is crazy today, bringing so many opportunities, guys. I have a very busy morning, so I will quickly explain my trades today on Tesla. In the morning, I had some quick short on Tesla, $3 in the money per share, around 4. Then I had another short. Then I got it long again. So it was a very beautiful day. It was one of the most profitable mornings for me. But then I got FOMO. You know, everyone was saying that we have so much more room to go for Tesla, and I got long again at this 744 level, and I was not wrong. Tesla then went all the way to 758, guys, and now trying to go higher. I mean, was trying like a minute ago, but yeah, as again, my shutdown is $50, even though I made much more than $50 today on these trades. If you get down around $50, the platform kick you out automatically. Unfortunately, I can't trade anymore today on my live account. Anyways, I'm still in a profitable territory. Learn every day again to minimize your losses, have a tight stop loss. It would be much better if I had a tight stop loss and then just re-enter when Tesla again at that level. Anyways, great day, super exciting trading, and I hope, guys, you made some money on Tesla also today.
It's like 20 degrees outside. It's negative 20 inside.
I
What's
know.
going on? And this guy over here with the Raptors jersey without a problem. Man, how are you not freezing over there? This man's not freezing over there. He's just sitting there in a Raptors jersey. My hands are frozen. I feel like I'm in Antarctica right now. But you know what? As the computers in here need to be cold, so obviously I understand the idea. Miss V killing it with those Tesla trades once again. Okay, Tesla monster, we see you.
Tesla monster.
Tesla monster, that's right. Killing it. AMC, here we go, 70%. I know I'm not supposed to say here we go because every time I say that I jinx myself. But man, AMC, don't say that. Every time AMC is moving up for us, though, which is good. AMC getting up there. BYND is also getting up there. BYND is my other trade on the day. I tried to short it over here, took a quick loss. I tried to short it over here, made some money, made more money, and then I got stopped out. I tried to get, honestly, on the re-entry of 29, 28 or so, maybe right now. But look at how the stock actually broke 29 again and went above by 40 cents above 29 on the second time. I think the first time we only broke above 29 to 29.05. So either 29 is the level to be short at, or just stay away from the stock. You know, it does not matter that the stock was down 20% on SSR. Now the stock is up 10%. This is beyond me, which plummeted 20% in pre-market based off of, I believe it was either earnings or a downgrade catalyst. Let me just go quickly confirm. I believe it was earnings though. BYND plummeted on earnings. Yeah, so reported a larger loss. Yeah, basically missed overall, and that does not matter. Same idea as AMC. Good earnings report, we're just gonna go to the ground. Bad earnings report, we're just gonna rip to the north side. Novavax did the same thing. So obviously learning a little bit from my last few days of playing earnings plays, that don't try to keep on playing the trade and don't try to go with your bias just because you think your bias is right. So I'm staying away from this one. My current level to short BYND, in case it does get up there, is $30, because, you know, nice and significant even number 30. Let's see 30 break and show me the backside above 30, and by backside I mean show me that there are no more longs or buyers coming in above $30, and then I will gladly short the crap out of it. AMC almost $1 in the money, baby. Let's go. Give me more exits on the top side over here. Did it give me a fill? It did give me a fill. Awesome. Now I'm gonna try and hold my rest of the size. I know I'm saying the statement usually ends up never being true because I take out my size most of the time before my trade comes into fruition, but I'm gonna try and hold some of the size to the north side because this market right now is on an absolute tear. Nasdaq up 1.18%, S&P 500 up more than 0.5% right now, trying to go to that 1% marker. We're still under 4,000 on the S&P 500, so I would love to see how how the SPYs react with the 4,000 marker on the way up currently. I do think we see some rejection at 4,405 or even 4,010 or so. But if we do clear that 4,000 level successfully, man, I think the longs are really in play today. I guess the longs are already in play. What am I talking about? Facebook's up 5%. What is Tesla up, Miss V?
Actually, I'm now keeping an eye on Rivian because we received the super chat from MM. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a great day. Can you please talk about Rivian levels? Absolutely, we can. Rivian is on our watch list, and they didn't report really great earnings for first quarter. We're down more than 1% in pre-market, but everything looks like creeping today, guys, and Rivian up more than 26% on the day.
Rivian had earnings not too long ago. I believe it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Or was it actually Rivian's today, I think, right? Oh, no, it was last night. So Affirm's today. I keep getting confused between them both. So Affirm's today, Rivian was last night. And let's check out their numbers here. Pretty in line with the earnings, but obviously they missed their revenue. They don't really have revenue coming in. So, that makes sense. Overall, Rivian getting a nice little pump up off that move. Let's see how they traded in the after hours. When the report came in, they pumped up off that after hour earnings report, and kind of was expecting this. Rivian is a little bit destroyed off those highs, so some bottoms can be coming in around the $15-10 levels for Rivian. The same idea I mentioned for Disney. Sadly, Disney did miss their earnings report. They missed out on the earnings over here. They beat estimates very slightly. The main reason why Disney went up the way it did in the after hours was because of the subscription numbers that I was talking about for Disney Plus. That was going to be a very key information or a key value that investors are going to be looking at in order to trade Disney, because Disney's brand new business, Disney Plus, Netflix has come out talking about how their business is getting disrupted by competitors, and we wanted to see if the competitors, being Disney Plus, even Amazon and so on, are they actually getting the numbers that Netflix are losing? And looks like Disney Plus did get a nice little rise up in that subscription base, hence we got this move overall. But people immediately realized the other fears in Disney, not just the streaming side, but the other fears that include, China's COVID virus resurgence in China, which would disrupt a little bit of their business too. But very happy seeing Disney back above $100 when yesterday we were worried about, the stock not for a little bit. I know people were asking us to take a look at Disney. All right. SKLZ had earnings not too long ago, and they actually missed on the earnings. So on the 4th of May after hours, they had earnings over here, as you guys can see at the bottom. Let's quickly check out. Looks like they beat revenue by a little, about 3 million or so. But they missed out on earnings overall. So they missed out on earnings, pushed it down. But today, with the beautiful market move that we're getting, Skills is launching off to the north side, 18% up today off of that move. This is Facebook. For some reason, the chart's not loading. So let me just quickly do this for myself. Go to chart data, clear data, apply, and then we just load up a new bad boy. Cancel. Come on. Delete. Come on. Come on. There we go. Close, cancel. And then we bring up the chart. Here we go. We're back. We're back, baby. Oh, that's not how you're supposed to go there. Why didn't this one just show up over here? That's weird. Okay, let me just do this. Miss V, you want to take over while I remake the chart?
Sure. So a little bit of explanation on how the platform works when you're just starting, guys, to trade live. So Leroy Jenkins says, wait, you got shut down, but you're not down $50 on the day. I don't understand. So that's how it works. So my shutdown on the day is $50. I made more than $50 on the day. So basically, even if I lost that $50, I would be still in the plus on my account. But how system works, if you lose that 50 or whatever your shutdown is, doesn't matter if you made more than that 50. If you lose that money, you're like automatically being shut down on the day, which is very sad. But again, more to learn from me. It's anyways wonderful day. I never had so many trades, both short and long direction. And even though again,
so you got LFT shut down. Nice. That's not bad.
It's not bad.
LFT shutdown's not bad.
Anyway, shutdown
Yeah.
is bad because I was
No,
trying
I mean,
to
yeah,
re-enter
yeah.
and Tesla ripping, and I know
That's
that
fine.
we have more room to go higher, but again, more for me to learn and again have higher stop losses.
I'll explain exactly what Miss V was trying to say. So the reason why I'm saying LFT shutdown is not bad or as bad as being a normal shutdown, because that means you were up on the day and you were trying to take more shots, and the more shots just took away some of your profits. So we have two kind of shutdowns over here. One shutdown is basically your net loss, how much you're allowed to lose. For trainees is basically $50. And then you have another shutdown called allowed loss from the top, which is ALFT, which is usually $70 or so, but also that moves around with her performance or any of the trainees' performance. So when basically from the start of the day, let's say she makes $50, if she loses that 50, she's still able to trade. But clearly she had a killer day on Tesla where she made a lot more than 50, and at which point she was only allowed to lose 70 off that number, allowed loss from top. This way, the software kind of protects you from giving back most of your day, right? So it's a secondary measure to protect you and the company itself also from giving back. It stops you from giving back in general. So it's a beautiful mechanic if you ask me. It also helps you not put all of your money that you made on the day into the next trade right away and gamble in a way, right?
That's what I did. It was gambling, and I had FOMO. I swear, everyone like around, oh my God, can you see that it's so much more room to go? And I was absolutely fine. It was my most profitable day, you know. I was feeling so great. And then like I just got in the trade again. Who to blame? Myself. But again, another day to learn that FOMO is not a good thing. And when you see like all other trades, I saw the trade there. That's why they worked out for me. Here I got FOMO and it didn't work, and I was sitting there, please go back, never got back, shut down. So I will take that. But guys, you're so sweet on the chat. People say like, can you add super chats to get back in live? That's sweet of you guys. I just hope you're having a wonderful, beautiful green day, because markets have all the opportunities for you.
Oh yeah, beautiful, beautiful opportunities in the market. Right now, Facebook did 198.05 and then canceled off that 198.05. Back to the downside goes Facebook a little bit. We're now battling with the 195. Also happens to be the 50-period EMA on the 1-minute chart. Why is my chart at 1 minute? Let's go back to 3 or 5 here. There we go. So Facebook tapped 198 and went back to the downside a little bit. AMC back to VWAP near 1150, trying to trade around 1150, trying to trade around $12, but we're still 50 bucks in the money, so that's good. Prad, do the heart shape like Miss V. Heart shape like Miss V.
No, Prad's one is like this.
I do the Korean one.
Do you know we have that emoji now?
In YouTube chat?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. They probably stole it from the Korean people anyways. So yeah, this is the Korean one, but this is what I was taught when I was in high school, when you just go like this. But I like Miss V's better. You know, it's nice and simple, a nice little heart. Anyways, enough dancing for the viewers over there for free. Listen, we only dance for likes, and that's what you got to. Oh, I see that, Miss V. You put it in the chat. Awesome. Yeah. Love. All right, so let's walk away from Facebook a little bit. Let's go look at some other stocks that had earnings today, or some stocks that are moving. I know Ride, Lordstown had a catalyst for today, and we're launching up to the north side. Let's go take a look at Ride over here. Why is the chart not up? There we go. Chart should get up there in the moment. Ride. So looking for some levels on Ride at the moment. We have this bottom. Obviously, we are above that bottom of $2 coming in. 150 is the all-time low on Lordstown Motors. Look at that volume candle, big volume candle on the daily chart, but clearly not as big as this day over here, but still a pretty decent volume candle. So that's going to be bringing tons of relative volume on that stock. Speaking of relative volume, I actually restarted my computer yesterday, so I need to bring up a new where is this single stock window, and then I need to share this to all my screens. That way I can have it on this one. So today, Ride, Lordstown Motors, with the relative volume of 22. Oh, they actually have the labels on there now. Before, they didn't have the labels. So a nice little upgrade coming in on Trade Ideas. Thank you, Trade Ideas, for sponsoring us over here at Trader TV Live. So relative volume today, Ride 22, and obviously you guys can see the stock's movement just to the rocket ship to the upside off the open. It did dip a little bit to test those supports at the all-time lows, 10 cents away from the all-time lows, and just ripped up, rip to the north side, taking out $2 not too long ago, and now up 40% on the day. The market did seem to come off a little bit off those highs that we were creating. S&P 500 now only up 0.3% instead of being up 0.7%. Nasdaq up 0.8% instead of being 1.2 or 1.3, whatever it was. So the market did make a minor correction off those highs after ripping to the north side. Now let's see if those moves are gonna get extended to the downside back to VWAP, or do we have another leg up north in the markets currently. UVXY also got under $18, but not too far under 18. UVXY only got down to about 1775, I want to say 17, no, not 17, 1785 is what UVXY got down to, and now it's battling around the $18 price for UVXY. This is your volatility index. Always a good thing to keep an eye on it when you're trading your stocks, because it'll kind of dictate to you as what direction the market is going in. Dash volume at day's high at the moment. Let's go check out Dash. Dash is obviously trying to do some funky stuff. Dash also had earnings not too long ago, $69. Hey Dash, 69. But man, what a destruction across the board for these stocks. Obviously, I remember Dash at like 120s, 200s. I don't remember Dash at 200s. I don't think I ever traded Dash in the 200s. Maybe off the IPO range though, to be honest. So maybe I did. But overall, Dash coming big time to the downside. The story is the same with almost every IPO across the board. Finding some support though today with the longs coming in around $60 and ripping all the way back to 70. So I think Dash actually could be a short around these levels. We went as high as 70, 84, 69, 70 seems to be a level for the intraday highs. So this is the level I'm talking about. We could go up to 71, 74 sadly, but already some highs coming in around $71 for DoorDash. Coin trying to break $60 to the downside. Coin already broke 60, but I'm guessing you mean to the upside. So coin now up 8% on the day. Obviously it's on SSR, sadly, because of the earnings report that came out yesterday, so can't do anything about that. So Coinbase today ripping off to the north side after the initial dump off the open and battling the $60 price. I don't think coin can actually break 60 because it already has an 8% move and the market's trying to come down, and yesterday's high was 61.28. So even if Coinbase does break 60, I think we only go up to 60, 61, $62 realistically, or maybe close the gap, which could be up to 70. Oh, that would be a big gap play if that comes into maybe tomorrow, maybe sometime next week. That gap fill might be something to keep an eye out for on Coinbase. So thank you for mentioning that. I will obviously have this alert ready for me. Right now, I'm not going to be shorting Coinbase over here at 58. If Coinbase can go back to $60 or closer to $60, 59 something, I'll be looking for that opportunity to short it. Actually, let me just throw a small share, small order near that price of 59. What do we do? We'll do 59.65. We'll do 59.70. Let's see if they give me the small entry. This is basically my alert system now. If 59.70 gives me an entry, then I know that I have to immediately flip over to that stock, and then I can look to either get out of that small share entry for a small loss, or start building into a bigger position for that proper short that I'm looking for, pre-60 short. Talking about another short opportunity, I just missed out that BYND because I was waiting for $30. BYND consolidated at 29 quite a bit. Yeah, I got above 29 to 29.40, which is what stopped me from going short on Beyond Me. But looks like that 29 level is going to be the barrier coming into play, not allowing the stock to really go test that $30 level for a proper resistance test, because the resistance has already been placed about 60 cents below that price. So now to the downside, I'm guessing is beyond going to, because the S&P 500 is curling back down, and Nasdaq is also turning back down. Nasdaq now looking at 12,000 in the face, and S&P 500 looking at 3,930.
Mr. Karen on the chat said that MSTR is worth to watch today. Well, MSTR trading on more than 2 million volume, with the average one is 500,000. So we have a great volume on the name. We're now up 12%. As you Prad said, stocks are now going a little bit lower, but anyways, positivity overall on the markets we can see. And we are on SSR today. Actually, if we take a look at a higher time frame on MSTR, that name dipped a lot. Like, guys, at some point we were 1,217 February 2021. Now we are at 188. Anyways, looks like we found some kind of support in this 150 area, and also more room to go higher for that name.
I'm trying to see if there was any splits on this one. That might have been the reason why it
MSTR?
dropped. But yeah, I don't see any splits on this one, so probably not. Looks like it just lost most of its value,
Crazy,
sadly.
right?
I was gonna say this stock owns this company owns a lot of Bitcoin, like a lot of Bitcoin. Sorry, 100 in notional or coins? 122,000 coins. Holy moly, man, that's a lot of coins. I look at Luca over here, Lucas as a god because he has one coin.
Yeah.
These guys have 130 some thousand coins. I know we looked up the number not too long ago. I think actually last stream or the stream before that we looked up the notional value too. It was like in the crazy billions numbers. So yeah, MSTR always on watch when Bitcoin is doing what Bitcoin has been doing for the past 2-3 days now. I actually went a little bit of a holy moly kind of reaction when I saw Bitcoin went down to 25,000. That was the low on Bitcoin today, actually. From 25,000 back above to 29 goes Bitcoin. So obviously big doomsday events coming in across the board, and Bitcoin is one of them. Look at Luna, for example. Luna going from 42.5 billion market cap all the way down to 245 million market cap in over a span of just 2-3 days. So Luna right back to the low of day. Looks like Luna just got rugged or something. Funny enough, yesterday when we were golfing, just randomly some guy walks past me and I was like, excuse me, sir, did you know Bitcoin's down below 30,000? I need you to buy some Bitcoin. And he turns around to me and he says some other coin. I'm like, okay, we're doomed. We're doomed. What coin did he say? Brankles, you remember? I don't even know. He said some really random coin, and I was like, okay, we're doomed. This guy wants to buy that coin when market's dying right now. So get ready, man. Just get ready for anything that's possible. It's fun. Sometimes, people might look at you like you're a crackhead when you're just randomly talking to them about Bitcoin when they're trying to golf. But it's also a good way to do surveys around the globe. Just go talk to people about random stuff in the stock market. See how they answer. Sometimes you'll just be puzzled by it. Speaking about golf, though, your boy almost had his first sub 100 on a par 3 course. I'm pretty happy about it. I think I was doing great all the way. I know I was doing great all the way up to the last hole where my second shot goes into the sand trap, and then I take 12 shots just to get out of the sand trap, and that ruins my whole game. I ended up with a 103 on golf instead of less than that. I think last week I got a 101 and this week I got a 103, but I was very close to get my first ever sub 100 on a par 3. I think I would have been low 90s. So clearly my game is improving. I'm getting better. But golf and trading are so similar. You might be good today. Tomorrow you come back to the same game thinking you're a god because you did good yesterday, and then you just get clapped in your face. You just get absolutely beat up. So nothing is guaranteed except for death and taxes.
That's life.
That's life indeed. That's right. Sub 100 on a par 3, and he's laughing. Listen, I'm not a golfer, bro. I haven't golfed ever. I think this is my 7th golf session in my life. So I'm going through a crash course. I'm going through a fast crash course over here on golfing, and I'm improving quite a bit. So I'll take it. Pratty Daddy going to the GPA. I don't know about that. Palantir. Let's go check out Palantir. Henry Z. The boy Henry Z. The man who started the Dank Fund himself. Let's go check out what Palantir is doing today. 8% to the north side goes Palantir. Looks like we found a good bottom at 650. Why is that at that? Let me look at that instead. Palantir. So Palantir, what is the all-time low? $6.44 actually came in today with that all-time low. Yesterday's low was $6.73. So Palantir coming in with that new low off the opening drive. Coinbase just gave me my entry. So let's quickly talk about this and then quickly go over to Coinbase. Now that we have our entry on Coinbase, let's watch this one. Oh man, they gave me my fill and they immediately flushed. So let me see if they can get another fill to the downside over here. Come on, just give me that. Don't run away from me. We're already $1 in the money on that. Give me my fill. I thought that would rip up to the north side to the point where we can actually get more shares, but instead of doing that, they just wicked me into my order and ran away from that. So we're now $1.50 in the money without any size on our book. $2 in the money without any size. Can I get some shares, please? There we go. Now we got some extra size, but we basically got the bottom fill over here. I think that's not a good fill. Nah, I know that's not a good fill. And our average price is 59, basically 58.08. I'm gonna hold on to this a little bit. I have no size on this trade at all, which is a little upsetting. So if we do go back up to the north side, I would love to throw more orders to get short. Market seems to have found a bottom in front of 12,000, and by market I'm talking about Nasdaq currently, and S&P 500 might have also found a bottom on this curl to the downside around 3,930. AMC heating back up to the north side for us. AMC now again 60 cents in the money. I don't really have any orders to take out shares on the north side for AMC, so maybe I need to go do that at the moment. So I'm just layering some orders to the north side on AMC here. So in case they do come into play, they just wick us all into it. And Coinbase, once again, $1 per share. Looks like Coinbase wants to break 58 and actually go to the downside a little bit more. So let's see Coinbase extend its losses. Even though we don't have size, you know, it's a winning trade. Hopefully some of you have that trade with me with the actual, you know, proper size that can help you out with your P&L. Currently, we are going into winning territories on that short though, because the market, which I thought could have found a bottom, that's gonna be a NEPA, as Sean always says. That's gonna be a no-go, and we are going downside right back to VWAP on the S&P 500. And there we go. Nasdaq cracked 12K.
Good luck on your short trade on AMC Prad, and I'm not sure if we covered GME.
Oh,
AMC's brother. Crazy day for GME. I really want to hit that rocket ship. Great job. It's literally exploded to the upside at the open, guys. We have multiple holds on that name, but anyways, even we are back to VWAP. GME up more than 15% on the day, and high of the day was 108. GME broke that 100 to the upside. Looks like now we're moving sideways, building some support level at around 93 levels. So I would love personally to see Jamie to go back to that levels, and just congratulations everyone who caught that long trade or maybe to the move to the downside. But like this is amazing.
Yeah, GME, man. I know GME probably going in tandem with its partner in crime, as Miss V said, AMC. So AMC obviously moving to the north side, GME moving to the north side. GME went from, wow, $78 or $83 all the way up to 108. So crazy swing on this one over here. But obviously with AMC trying to just trade sideways, GME is just a little whippy around these levels and trying to also trade sideways along with its partner. So for the most part, I think AMC is leading GME, but I don't really know if that statement's true. So make sure that how do I know
Compare?
what is leading what?
That's hard, like, because from the beginning, different names, like different
Lead first.
Yes, everything.
Yeah, usually at least at the inception of the squeeze play, GME was the leader, and then AMC was following it, and then there was Coles was following GME and everything. So GME was the leader, but I think usually the leader is the one with the catalyst. So the one with the catalyst was AMC a couple of days
makes
ago.
sense.
So I think AMC is the leader. I think AMC is the leader, but I just don't want to be wrong about that one. So we'll just walk away from that statement. But what statement we're not walking away from is this beautiful short on Coinbase. So Coinbase, I covered my short from here, and now the only fill we have is from the $58. And even from the $58, we're $2.50 in the money on Coinbase. So we're holding that fill from that $58 price and trying to see if we can get a little extension on the short on Coinbase. Coinbase coming back to the downside. Keep in mind though, when you are trading Coinbase, you can't just strictly be watching the levels on Coinbase, you might want to include a little bit of extra measure, which is, what is the cryptocurrency market doing? What is the ETF for Bitcoin and everything else doing? So right now, Coinbase $3 in the money. Even with no size on Coinbase that I had, I'm still making a decent amount of money on that trade. So, that just goes to show when you have a good trade like that, even no size on the trade might just help you out overall. $3 in the money now. I don't know if I should be holding it for a bigger move or not. I'm just going to get out over here. $3 in the money. They're going to offer me that. We're going to take that and we're going to run away from that. Thank you for that free trade for me, obviously. AMC coming back to the downside. So I'm going to have to remove my exits and my stop, just because I might want to think about taking more shares on the way down. So right now my average price is 11.50. Let's throw an order out at around 11.44 or 11.45 or something, in case they do go down there. I don't want to take size above 11.50 just yet. I want to maybe taking size above 11.50 because VWAP is around 11.70 is not a bad idea, but this is my idea over here, just in case VWAP does break for a week break of VWAP. I get filled at a way better price than originally thought. Coinbase now returning back above, so not only like that, we're just gonna instantly get out of this one. If Coinbase does go a little bit more back to VWAP or so, then obviously you guys can tell me how impatient of a trader I am, and I'll just sit there and I'll listen to it. But what I won't do is let a stock take my money away from me. I will not let them do that.
Keep your profit protected. And guys, Neil Roberts on the chat brought us the CVNA, which is halted. We found double bottom here at around $45 on the move to the downside. Now we are supposed to open at 40.59. The hold is at 41.55, so we're gonna supposed to open lower than where we halted. So let's see, but again, we're 38% up on the day. And more than that, we have a great volume. So average volume on this name is 6 million. Today we have 20 million. But again, we're supposed to open at 40.50, which is not that far, but around here. Let's see if we will get rejected and we will go lower, or we'll try to get to that day highs again.
Days high indeed. You're talking about AMD?
CVNA.
CVNA, Carvana. I know Carvana halted, right?
Yes.
Oh, it's halted again. Or is this the same halt?
I believe it's same. It just halted. Not
just
long time
halted?
ago.
I know it
Yeah.
halted earlier too.
Yeah, a few holds, but like at
Okay.
11.
Okay. So I'm just making sure this is not the first halt. So okay, yeah, you were right. It halted multiple times. Once, twice, thrice. And it halted just now 4th time. Did it halt to the upside? I think it did halt to
Yeah.
the upside, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Looks
Miss
like.
V sees it. I see it. So yeah, it is halted to the upside. Let's see what Carvana does now. Up 38% today on this stock. Beautiful move coming into the north side. Halt. And it's actually respecting the EMAs and the VWAP level. So this is the 50 period EMA, which was pretty much next to VWAP, and the 100 period EMA on this 1-minute chart. Instead of that, let's go to a 5-minute chart. So I like that better. So basically respecting VWAP for the most part, bouncing off from VWAP. Basically, anytime a stock does that, that means there's big time buyers, hedge funds, investment funds, basically big money holding up the stock from not letting it go to the downside. And 38% up today, even though the stock's on SSR. So shorting the stock while on SSR and it's going to the high side is going to be a little bit harder than you think it will be, because the fills are not going to be as easy by just taking out the orders to the downside, or taking out the bids will not be available. That's the SSR rule for anyone who's wondering. Anytime a stock goes more than 10% to the downside, it goes on SSR for 2 days. The day one of it, and then the next day after that. Never buy a car without test driving it first. Yeah, no, that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. Never mind about Twitter. It's over. Let's go check out Twitter. I know it was at $45 today. Now we're watching Twitter be at 46. High a day of Twitter, 47.47. That's a nice little number. Is that a dark pool candle or a legitimate candle on Twitter? Let's go confirm real quick. Twitter, nope, that's a legitimate candle. We did go up to 47.47 on Twitter today, and look at that volume spike on Twitter. So Twitter now actually up flat on the day instead of being negative and trying to go higher. As you guys see, we did go up to 47.47. So as 48 has always been a level on Twitter. So I think that level is obviously coming into play one more time.
And we have actually some news as people ask, because both Twitter and Tesla are moving higher. So yeah, as soon as they download, guys, because here we go. So it was somewhere here. So Alphabet content moderator.
Alphabet Inc. CEO Musk plans for Twitter says,
Yeah.
I think there will be a value in investing in it for the long term. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Thank you.
Alphabet Inc. CEO, so basically Google's partner CEO, on Musk's plan for Twitter says there is value in investing it for the long term. So if Google thinks that, obviously, some people might just follow Google blindly. Not that Google is an investment fund or they know what they're doing when it comes around the world. But you know what they do know? They're listening to every single word they're saying. Everyone says, as long as you have a Google phone, they're listening to you every single day. So maybe they're just tracking the amount of words that come out of people's mouth about Twitter. And they can easily make an algorithm for that. There's algorithms already running. If I just say dog food, dog food, dog food, dog toys, dog toys, dog toys. I love my dog. I love my dog. I love my dog. I'm probably gonna get dog ads for the rest of the day on my phone now. So that was just a quick little example of how they track you and how they're listening to you. Obviously, if you're Greg and you want to be off the grid and you don't pay for data, then they don't have any information about you. You're just living in the nether realm at that point.
Wow.
That's the real way to do it, though. What happened? He cracked the mom joke. Wow. I mean, listen, it's all good. I'd rather be with my mom than not be living in the nether realm. Okay. But listen, everyone has their own ways to do it.
Wow, I thought markets went to the moon.
I thought
everyone's
something did to the market too. I was like, what happened in the market?
Stop bringing me to FOMO.
I
That's
got a little
the hard
FOMO too.
part.
That's true.
That's the hard part of trading on the trading floor.
Yeah.
Because you can't. You just literally need to be sitting in headphones.
Yeah, FOMO it's not that easy to control, especially on the floor. Even Luca a couple days ago was like, guys, I'm done listening to you because you guys influence me on this and that and everything else. People get influenced really easily. That's why there's a part of the reason why I don't even look at any chats when I'm trading, because I don't want to be the one to blame other people for my losses. Like I take a loss, it's my fault. It's not someone else's fault because they gave me that stock trade or they mentioned that stock. So for the most part, I just turn down all chats when I'm trading during my trading hours, and that's just my way to not get FOMO. So you might just have to figure out what you might need to do. Maybe put in those construction headphones in and turn down unnecessary chats to look at and so on. No, not charts chat, but no, I kind of don't really look at charts unless I really need to look for a level. So I look at charts to find a level to trade out of, and then I'm just staring at the level 2 and then trying to make a trade out of the level 2 for the most part. Well, trading at level 2 around, or staring at level 2 around levels that I look at charts from. Just block everyone, goes Tyrone.
As Tyrone did, yeah. Looks like it's a working plan. So RIVN, another name a few people talk about. I'm trying to pull it up. So Lordstown Motors, I believe. I know a few people were trading that name, so maybe we can take a look how it's going.
Lordstown, right? Yeah, we talked about RIVN not too long ago. What is it doing now? It's taking off again to the north side. So RIVN once again getting heated up. Boom, to the north side goes RIVN. 51% up today with 52 million shares. Won't stop, can't stop. Nothing's gonna stop this stock from ripping to the north side today. Looks like what is the catalyst for the stock? Let me go confirm it real quick. Can't stop, won't stop, can't stop, won't stop.
We
Stop, stop,
have
stop.
Lordstown Motors on our watch list. So the catalyst, we were already 14% up in pre-market and higher after closing a deal with partner Foxconn that will see it manufacture the electric vehicle startup second model peer at the Taiwanese firm's newly acquired facility in Ohio. So they will be making electric cars for their partner Foxconn. And again, guys, as we are here, make sure you have our watch list in your bookmarks. It's absolutely free, but must to have. And again, why would you refrain? Some free golden content we do for you, everything for the community. So make sure you add it in your bookmarks. You can log in with your Google account or create a new one. And every morning at around 8 a.m., it's sitting and waiting for you.
Yeah, thank you, Miss V, for putting in or reading out the catalyst for a ride today. So obviously that deal with Foxconn will give them $260 million in proceeds. So they're a positive catalyst, giving them a positive direction trade, obviously, for a ride in Lordstown. Still trying to keep on going. Market coming down a little bit. NASDAQ getting rejected by 12K one more time, but still in positive territory for NASDAQ. S&P 500 down about a quarter of a percent, and trying to maybe find support in front of VWAP. If S&P 500 can successfully find support, and NASDAQ is now red, but if NASDAQ can also find support above VWAP, I think the market can stay green for a little bit. But we know what happened yesterday. Market flirted with green and then trapped the longs, and then immediately the bottom just fell out and everyone just every stock just went to the downside later on. I think we could see a repetition of that, and tomorrow could just be free fall Friday all over again. So it's just been that type of a week so far. And something that I said yesterday, what kind of variables are there to help the market get boosted to the north side? I don't see any variables that are actually going to help the market, at least not for the time being. So that those being considered, just be ready for the downside even more. Coinbase did make a nice little pump up off of our last fill around $55, about $1 or so. That's it, not too much. So Coinbase now trying to go back down along with the overall market, but that trade is done for me. That was a clean little short off the high day near 60, and we added on the break of 58 to the downside, wrote it down to $55. So thank you, Coinbase. I wish though I had a lot more size than I had on that trade. Right now, AMC coming back to the downside, only 4 cents in the money on AMC. So trying to take more size on my AMC long at the moment. Let's see if AMC can come give me the fill at 11.45 or so. Looks like 11.50 still not really allowing the stock to break to the downside, holding up at 11.50 pretty well. Beyond also cracking to the downside right now. Beyond meets, here we go. We talked about how we wanted the short at that price. Sadly, we didn't get any fills, so that's a gone trade for us.
After Star on the chat says that European markets closed in negative territory. That absolutely true. The main reason for that is that US inflation data affected European markets also, brought some fears into there. And yeah, Britain among worst performers, down 1.5%.
Which one did you say, sorry?
England, Britain.
Britain, no, the overall European British market, yeah. So I think they were, the SOX or whatever it's called, the European market was down about 1% or more coming into work, but then obviously they might have gone up a little bit with the North American markets, and now Ms. V said they're down 1%.
Yes.
So right back to the downside goes the market yet again. Don't Prad markets coming down and AMC is too. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Nothing wrong with trying to do what has been working for me all day. But thank you for your tip over there. If it does not work for me, we'll just gladly take that loss and move away from that trade. Right now, markets are extending their down moves a little bit more. S&P 500 now down 0.5%. NASDAQ down 0.25%. NASDAQ still above VWAP, but the S&P 500 is actually just below VWAP right now. So the market obviously trying to get downside. FTSE, FTSE, yeah, FTSE, the European. maybe SPY hits my low target now. Let's go. Yeah, any targets being hit is always a beautiful thing. That means money is being poured into our accounts. So let's go. Let's time to rack up those paychecks, obviously, and the time to make money. Beautiful opportunities coming in. There's no excuses, or at least I don't want to hear excuses from people talking about, oh, you know, there's no trade here, there's no trade there, these markets suck. I mean, listen, there's tons of opportunities. You saw Sean taking multiple longs right off the open. Facebook was multiple dollars in the money. I think he was also talking about Netflix or AMD. I forget what there's other stocks. You guys saw Neil slapping trades around the world, around the market too. You saw Miss V killing Tesla trades over there. So
thank you, Prad.
opportunities are dime a dozen, but so are excuses. Just depends on what you want to pick and how you want, what direction you want to go with. I'm waiting on that turn, watching my level 2, waiting on the turn for the market or for a certain stock. I'm not sure which one you're talking about. GME just broke support. Carvana too. Let's go check out GME. GME cracked that $90 support level, 92.90. Basically VWAP breaking, going down to the 100 period EMA. Sorry, not 100, 50 period EMA on the 5-minute chart. Same thing that AMC is doing for the most part. So maybe GME is leading AMC over there a little bit. I'm still not sure as to who's leading who, but you know, we're taking more fills on the downside for AMC. We just got filled at $11.25, and like I said, I'm taking fills all the way up to $11, and if $11 breaks, then we'll just take that loss and we'll move on. We're not too worried about that trade at all.
Mardel Abrea on the chat says, smash the like button, 3,000 viewers. Let's go. Let's go indeed, guys. Thank you so much, everyone who joined us. And if you're seeing this show for the first time, please subscribe and catch us trading live every day from 8:30 a.m. until 4 p.m. Eastern. And make sure you subscriber of Trader TV Live, guys. We need 3,000 more subscribers to become 300,000 subscriber in community. I really hope we're gonna get that next week. Would be amazing. So if for any reason you're watching us not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button in here, and we would really appreciate that, and we'll celebrate 300,000 subscribers all together.
Yeah, buddy. Maybe I actually get to taste the champagne this time instead of these guys drinking it by themselves, and maybe I actually get to be in the picture this time,
right?
Without them actually enjoying it for themselves.
I got your back. I can Photoshop you anytime. You remember?
You did Photoshop me last time. That is true. That is true. And that was actually not bad skills. Those were pretty good skills of me dancing on the side.
The TikTok.
The TikTok dance. Yeah, I remember, Missy. Come on. You think I forget those? Good memories. Good memories.
Right.
Where are we going to? Yup, flushing, and it's going to end badly on the market close. Market, it looks like you guys are getting ready for the market to just big time go red even more. I don't blame you. You know, I've been screaming short market forever. So yeah, it could be very well true. Go Leafs, go! Did they play yesterday? I don't think they played yesterday. But they played today, I think, right? Man, what a goal by Austin Matthews last game though, off the goalie's pad rebound. Oh baby. I needed Austin to score 1 goal to win my bet, and I got that. I also needed Steven Stamkos to do 3.5 shots and Austin Matthews to do 3.5 shots. They both did 4 and 5 each respectively, so that helped me out on my bet side. I'm just having fun with these bets right now, man. I have some bets going on for today's games, so I can't wait to see how those bets ended up going. Yesterday, Golden State Warriors got destroyed. No Ja Morant, no problem. Destroyed Golden State Warriors. And who won between Bucks and Celtics? I forget who won that game. I know that game was really close. But yeah, NBA playoff season is just the best time to be watching NBA. Regular season, I don't really watch NBA, but playoff season is just some of the best time to be watching it. And I think next Friday, the boys on the floor and myself might go watch the Blue Jays. I've never been to a Jays game before. I know Neil said he wants to take me to the Jays once, but sadly, looks like my first experience is not going to be with Neil. It might just end up being with the homies on the floor on next Friday. Neil did introduce me to basketball, not introduce me to basketball, took took me to my first basketball game though, to the Raptors game not too long, and that was great fun. Look at Apple right now, man. Apple getting destroyed once again after only being 0.9% down at one point. Now we're back to being 3% down on the day. Back under VWAP for Apple. Market's absolutely struggling right now. Almost 1% down on both the markets. We're looking at 0.8 and 0.75 for Nasdaq and for S&P 500 each. So these markets are struggling right now. AMD, sorry, not AMD. AMC is going to the downside, pretty much close to $11. I have more orders to get longer on AMC in case we go down there to 11. So just waiting to see what happens on that side. UVXY is currently at VWAP. It's above 18. It's tapping VWAP. It's trying to get above VWAP too. If UVXY breaks VWAP and continues rising to the north side and goes to $19, then for sure this market has a lot more redness in it, a lot more downside left in it, and this darkness is not over yet. So be careful with whatever that is you're trying to do on your side of the game, because this market might just not care about you and run you over.
We have a super chat from Dominic Famularo. Thank you so much, Dominic. Another one. Fear the deer, Neil. Prad and Sean backs in 6 lol.
Fear the deer, Neil, Prad, and Sean, Bucks in 6. So Bucks in game 6, I think is what he's trying to say. That's
Doesn't make sense for me, but anyways, thank you for your super chat.
Yeah, and Fear the Deer is basically the team, I guess, alternative name, because it's a buck, a deer. So I get it. They're talking about basketball over there. I didn't think you're from the Bucks area. Are you from Milwaukee? I didn't know that. The Knights say. What? Reverse card. Yeah, the market might just be pulling the reverse card, the Uno reverse card, you know, so it could just be that. AMC is trying to go much lower. We're almost at the level where we're taking our second fill on AMC to the downside. So let's see what AMC wants to do. 1110's holding. They didn't give me my fill. They ran away from my order. You annoying kids, stop running away from me. What the heck? This market stinks. Yeah, sadly, it's a little stinky inky, isn't it? But you know, it's okay. It's offering you opportunities across the board, no matter where you're looking at. So just look for the right trades, look for the right opportunities, you know, and stay away from the wrong ones. Watch dollar index for reversal points. I'm not sure if I can pull that up on our platform on P Pro 8. Bucks won yesterday. Yeah, I thought they did, but that was a pretty tight game at the end. Milwaukee area, awesome.
Prad Boeing down more than 4% on the day, and what a beautiful clean letter M on Boeing. So we're at one of the supports at around 123, but yeah, let's see if we will break and we'll go to low of the day. Looks like it's possible today.
Yeah, Boeing, nice little letter M for more problems with my company is basically what Boeing is saying. Obviously, the earnings report brought Boeing down quite a little bit. Who's going to the game with the floor? Y'all don't even ask if I'm not going. Well, the plan's not there yet. We don't know what the plan is, Neil. We'll let you know. You're more than welcome to join. We'll let you know when we're going. Where is it? Beat Boeing. Boeing currently not you know, looking good. The earnings report came out for Boeing not too long ago, and on that earnings report day itself, I remember trading it. Was a pretty clean short for me, but Boeing didn't go much further than 146 on that day. The very next day, I think the low was 148, and then the very next day after that, the low was 150, and so on. It just kept going higher and higher, but with the market absolutely sucking and just taking out all the levels to the downside, Boeing following with it all the way back to 120 areas. I think Boeing should have support around the 120 area based on how it traded back in April 2020, March 2020. This is during the COVID peak of COVID. So I'm expecting some support to come in. If that support breaks, obviously we have more levels to the downside near 100 or even $90 flat. So just gotta wait to see what happens on that side. Cricket, rugby, ooh, that's like Australia, isn't it? Cricket is Australia's national sport. Rugby is what they mostly play over there, though. For a long time, I thought cricket was India's national sport, and then I found out it was actually hockey.
We've got a super chat.
No, I mean, I knew this when I was like probably 13 years old or something. But when I was before 13, I thought it was cricket for the longest time. But yeah, it's field hockey.
We've got a super chat from Carolina Vieira. Can you check GLDG?
For sure.
Gold mining company is a Canada-based one, and honestly, in my opinion, it's not really doing anything. We're down 3% on the day, and we have 400,000 volume, with the average is 900,000. Anyways, yeah, penny stock in here, Prad.
Penny stock in there indeed. Actually, before I do that, I might have to go look at AMC. AMC has some size on the bids over there, and they just completely wiped out that bid. Let's actually watch it a little bit, because this might either give us some good long scalps off that 11 after wiping out that bid, or they might just crash it even more all the way back to $10. So this is where I get ready to you know, walk away from this trade in case it's bad for me, and get back near the $10 level, which is gonna be the pre-market low. Also happens to be the opening price of the stock. So $10.04 is where the stock opened at, and now obviously I have the stock on my second window and I can watch it over there in my peripherals. But I want to talk about it for the show real quick as to how my thought process is going on this trade. Watching, oh, look at that, now a big order, not too big of an order, but decent size order. 10,000 shares got put up over there on 1109, I believe was the price. So clearly people are trying to push the stock up at the moment, and that wasn't a spoofing order, because clearly all the size on that level got filled right away. Market's still trying to go to the downside, down 1% Nasdaq and down 1% S&P 500. So you might want to be a little careful with your longs, and UVXY is also getting above VWAP at the moment. But look at that size keeps on coming up at 1106, 1107 areas, and they're actually trying to take those fills, trying to get long on AMC. So clearly I might be on the right direction as long as these buyers keep on showing up, or I might be on the wrong direction if these sellers are outpowering the buyers. So just gotta wait and see what happens. What stock did you mention, Miss V?
Before that,
Yeah.
Gold mining one. But
GLDG.
did you cover super chat? You just were talking about that. So you were on AMC.
Yeah.
And we've got a super chat for AMC from
Awesome.
Mr. Dilligaf. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a profitable day. So Mr. Dilligaf sharing his opinion on AMC. Until you see the volume pumping back into AME, which is AMC, it will trade flat and down the rest of the day. 1+ million in a 1 minute candle, like earlier, in my opinion. Well, thank you very much for sharing that. And are you still in AMC? Or
Yeah, I'm long AMC. I you know, I actually like what the super chat had to say there. Obviously, volume is very important. We're walking into the worst time of the day to be trading, because volume is going to be non-existent. The market's going to be going into lunchtime. We're at 12:01 right now exactly Eastern Standard Time. So with market going into lunchtime, you can expect the volume to decrease in a more drastic manner, where you know, any trade at that point, maybe a breakout trade, would be bad. And AMC, which obviously needs a lot of volume for it to go up, we need volume for the stock at the moment, and looks like AMC is getting capped out near $11, and it does not want to hold up around these prices. So we're watching it at the moment. GLDG got called out with only 400,000 shares traded today. What is GLDG trying to do? In let's go check out where is the relative volume scanner. GLDG currently trying to, well, relative volume of only 1, which is still not bad. You know, we want a lot more than that. Trying to hold up at the moment, down on the day though, and looks like I can't even look at what the stock is technically doing, honestly. So that's a little weird for me to even I don't know what to really say based off of this candles over here. Obviously we're below $1, and anything below $1 not even doing a million shares is horrible. It's pretty horrible. Doing nothing indeed. Yeah, doing nothing. Prad, Nvidia, big flush back to the downside. Let's go check out Nvidia. Nvidia is 4% to the downside currently. You said what, a big flush? Where's that message? Big flush back to the big blush. Yeah, big flush back to the downside. That was Blind Jedi, one of our mods in on our Discord over there. So yeah, Nvidia going back right now. 157 is the low of day. 156.48. It's trying to hold up over there. Let's see if we go right back today and actually break the low of day. At which point, obviously, Nvidia is gonna go much more to the downside. Go big time red on Nvidia and not looking good. AMD today I think is positive, or no, it's not. For sure it's in the negative. Yeah, AMD also down 3%. And let's go look at SOXX, which is your semiconductor ETF. What is your semiconductor ETF looking like today? And obviously to the downside when Nvidia and AMD are both red, absolute red. I have no idea what I'm doing anymore. In that case, just you know, sit on your hands. I think that would be the best thing to do. No point in just randomly taking shots and just to be in part of the trade, or allow FOMO to take control of you. I think the best thing to do from here on out is just sitting on your hands, honestly. And doing absolutely nothing. You know, sometimes doing nothing is way better for you than making a decision that might just take away your profits that you already made today. Be careful. Don't let that happen. Pooping the bed. Yeah, we call that Amber Herding. FOMO. Yeah, no FOMO. Miss V went through a little bit of FOMO today, and she will tell you exactly what not to do.
Yes, guys, do not get FOMO. And again, I always send you a link for a video like how to not get into FOMO. Looks like I myself should watch it more often. And I will send you guys it again. I remind you that we have another educational channel besides the main one. We don't post here anymore. Still a lot of great videos, so make sure you go explore it. And here, that FOMO video, you just type in the search. Oh, it's me actually. My hair looks so more nicer right now. Good thing. And I will copy the link, guys, and send you on the chat. Make sure to watch it, and I will absolutely watch it after the close today.
What am I smelling? Like a French onion soup or something? What is that? That's pretty...
It's nice.
Is our catering getting fancy now? First we got fajitas yesterday, which I ended up making into a burrito. And now we're getting French onion soup.
No, for lunch we have stuffed chicken parmesan.
Oh, that's what that smell is.
With ratatouille and penne in tomato sauce.
Ratatouille?
Yeah.
Like the ratatouille?
No, do you know what ratatouille? Do you know cartoon
I just know
ratatouille?
From the cartoon,
It's
yeah.
actually a French dish.
I didn't know that. I thought it was just a cartoon this whole time.
No, it's about like dish.
Okay. Wow, I'm learning something new now. It's a French dish. Okay. Where are we going to? You got it, Dominic. Great stream and community. Thank you. You know, it's half of that is thanks to you guys for coming in daily, back to back, and you know, putting in your trade, sharing your thoughts, and building that community with us. So, you know, part of that is just you guys. I'm so hungry now.
Do you know how we are hungry because we smell that?
I know. I just smelled it and I got hungry off of that. Where are we going to next? Looks like Sean just shared the trade of his, the Apple short. Oh boy, look at this guy smoking Apple shorts. Days high, I think 146.50, 146 area. Riding that bad boy all the way to the downside to lower days, almost 141, where the market's trying to find a bottom right now. S&P 500 could be double bottoming, and if S&P 500 is trying to double bottom, I'm guessing Apple will be trying to do the same thing. So here's Apple double bottom will be around 140-ish or so, 140.50. So trying to find buyers slightly above that near 141 at the moment. Nasdaq, tiny curl on the Nasdaq on the 5-minute chart. Let's see if that curl can extend itself back to VWAP. Same thing going on the S&P 500 too. So clearly market trying to wake up over here. That 146 was a sticky note level. Oh baby, yeah. If you're not subscribed to Sean's sticky note, you are probably doing the worst thing ever. Obviously, we have our watch list, which is one of the best things in the world out there. They can find some levels. Sorry. Beyond 21. Wow. Oh, on the sticky note, he said beyond 21. So I'm guessing you went long off that 21 break and just rode it to $30 or so. Crazy, crazy long on Beyond Meat. Knowing me, I would have probably come in thinking about shorting the crap out of Beyond Meat even more. So thankfully, I wasn't doing that off the open. The stock halted multiple times to the upside, and the spot that I wanted to be short in, I sadly didn't take part in that short, and I missed out on the move that I wanted to. My only down stock on the day is Beyond, but not even that much to the point where, you know, I needed to get upset about it. We still have this beautiful long on AMC that we're working with. Currently only 30 cents out of the money, so I'm not too worried about that trade. We got a nice short off of Coinbase, which I'm guessing is way further to the downside without me. Yeah, there's Coinbase. We got short Coinbase $60 basically, and now Coinbase is at the 100 period EMA and the 50 period EMA, both of them slightly above $52 and under $54, $53, I think. What is it currently at? It is at 52.70ish. So that's where the two EMAs are, and looks like Coinbase is trying to find some buyers above that. Coinbase now going through 54 to the north side, and markets trying to curl back up. Now AMC is also curling back up for us. AMC back above $11, and there is actually some size again being built on AMC. Obviously the stock has traded 75 million shares today, so you know, only 10,000 shares sitting on the bid is not something to front run, is not enough for a front run trade, but it's still something to notice, you know, because it means that people are willing to take that long at the moment. But at the same time, while AMC has that size at 1101 or whatever, we also have the same size at 1109. So the point is the exact same thing, is the 10,000 size is not that significant for a stock that's about to do 100 million shares today in trading.
We have a few more super chats from our viewers, guys. Thank you so much. Another one from Carolina Vieira. Thank you so much. GLDG is a potential growth to bat inflation gold. Let's see. Hopefully it will be like that. And another one, again, second super chat from Mr. Dilligav. Thank you. As long as the meme stocks are overwhelming traded in the dark pool, i.e. % of daily volume, the volume won't come for them. Again, in my opinion. And again, thank you very much for your support, guys, for sending us super chat. You know, we love it.
I'm not gonna say anything about that. I'm just gonna walk away. Thank you for the super chat though, because my opinions on that are completely different.
That's why it says again, in my opinion.
That's why I'm just walking away from that. I'm not gonna say anything to that. FOMO buying again. Who's FOMO buying and where are they? Because clearly if someone's FOMO buying, something's moving up and we need to be a part of that. Something that's actually moving up right now on my second screen that I'm watching is Facebook trying to find a bottom near 190 and get back above. Obviously the markets might try to be finding a bottom overall and helping Facebook over there, but Facebook trying to do that. Oh, there we go. AMC stopped me out on the way down over there just now, and we'll just wait for the $10 level if that level comes into play for AMC, or if we have to take the breakout of 11 or something, that's something we can also watch too. But here comes the market right back to the downside. Where is Beyond? Beyond's at 26. Facebook, as I mentioned, 190. Facebook coming back to 190. Facebook could just turn red on the day because Nasdaq is already, what is that noise? Oh, it's a mouse. Nasdaq is already down 1% on the day, so Facebook could also turn red. Let's see if Facebook can find some buyers coming in front of 190 and below VWAP. So everything is trying to extend its losses at the moment. Everything.
Fatima on the chat asking me about Tesla, if we're back to 680. Well, Fatima, I wouldn't call that 680 level yet because we still have a few levels before that. 680 is the low of the day. Anyways, I would be very careful. Personally, I don't see any trade. Even if I could, I don't see currently any trade because it's unpredictable right now. I would look into morning levels and maybe in the close when more volume comes. Though we still have great volume in Tesla for sure. Anyways, we are currently, we're touching that 710 support level. Then I would say we would go to this level at around 698, and now we have another 695, and only then 680. but again, let's see, it tried to break that 710 level for the second time, didn't work out. So Tesla trying to go back to VWAP. So I would probably, if I were you, I would wait when Tesla decides what she wants to do and show some strength, or on the opposite that it really wants to fade. But I would look like for 710 and 700 level for sure.
Thank you, Miss V. Yeah, Tesla, we gotta wait to see what that one wants to do. Market still playing around at the lows over there. Not sure what the S&P 500 really wants to do. Does it want to break the lows and get past there? Does it want to find support slightly above the lows and keep on trading sideways? Obviously, you know, we're 12 Eastern Standard Time, so we're still at lunchtime over here, and we're gonna be it's gonna be a long time before volume comes in, probably around 1 o'clock Eastern, 1:30 Eastern. So just gotta be patient. Sometimes it's better to just not be even in a trade at the moment and just wait for the volume to pick back up, and then look for that trade opportunities. So AMC depreciating in volume big time. Facebook over here too, as you guys can see, the volume has come down quite a bit, and S&P 500 ES/M22CM. Don't take too long to load. Now there we go. Also volume going down across the board for all stocks in general, and that's what happens sadly during lunchtime. So can't do anything about that. I'm all cash at the moment, no positions. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. You know, just be patient. Just be patient. Yeah, S&P 500 doesn't really want to go up, but it also doesn't really want to go down. Not sure what the market wants to do at the moment. AMC is still going to drop from the 1089. Right now it's at the 1089 level, or 1085, 1090. So yeah, it could very easily drop more to the $10 level, which will be the opening price for the stock. It's the AMC opened at around 1004 if I remember. Is this on every day? Yeah, the show is on every day from, as Miss V mentioned, from 8:30 till 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It'll just be different, 3 different shows for now at least. We have the morning show from 8:30 to 11. This show starts from 11 to 2, and then we have the closing show from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock.
And Prad, as you brought that closing show, guys, I remind you that we have Daniel Shea. No, canceled? Why? I didn't know about that.
They put it in the chat. You probably didn't see it. Yeah,
anyways, super sad to hear. I would love to hear what Daniel says. But again, guys, normally Daniel joins us every Thursday at around 2:50. So if you're options trader, I remind you that we're trading equities, and she's great in options. So just keep in mind that every Thursday she's supposed to join us. Not today, sadly. Yeah, hopefully someone told me.
Yeah, Brandon put it in our chat over there that she's traveling. So safe travels to our guest, Danielle Shea, wherever she's flying to. Hopefully she's flying to Canada to come meet us. Who knows? But yeah, safe travels, and hopefully next Thursday.
Yeah, it would be nice if she comes and surprises us.
Yeah.
I also heard like advertisement on YouTube that Kevin O'Leary coming this weekend to Toronto for some like summit or meeting for trading.
Oh, I saw that on Instagram.
Yeah, and on YouTube all the time that ad plays for me. So I wonder, maybe like we'll be able to get him in the office.
Yeah, I mean he's a good friend of Sean and Neil over there, and Brendan. So yeah, that would be a fun time to have it. I remember when he first came to the office, I was like fangirling a little bit, but I don't want to be rude because I wasn't part of the Trader TV umbrella back then. I was just a trader on the floor. Yeah. So I don't want to be rude and go up to him and ask for a picture. So I was just like in the back, like zooming into the interview with Brandon and taking a picture of him and be like, oh, look, Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful was at my office. I was just getting happy. You have a picture with him, right? Yeah. So maybe this time when he comes in, I'll actually get to meet him and say hello and take a picture maybe. But last time I was just sitting there in the background, like the fly on the wall thesis, you know, the lurker. I was just lurking in the background, just sitting on the wall taking pictures of
with
him.
Hearts in your eyes?
With hearts in my eyes, exactly.
You literally made that lurking picture from far? You did?
I took a picture of him. That phone's dead now, so I don't even have a picture of him anymore. But no, maybe this time I get to meet him. I'll be glad. So we'll wait to see if Mr. O'Leary will join us with his fancy watches over there. Please check out our sister channel, Market Vista. And thank you, Bear vs. Bull Media, the homie over there putting in work.
Sister channel, love it.
Disney paying the bills up and down. Hey man, that's all that matters. You know, why have a bias and then get beat up by your bias when you can just trade the variables that the market is giving you? Disney is giving you variables to the upside and to the downside. We have the subscription base that went up, but we also have the miss of the revenue and the loss of the earnings or whatever that they got beat up on. So Disney giving you multiple scalps opportunities, upside, downside, left side, right side, and just having fun with it. Free Tony. Tony's free, man. You know who we need to free?
Guys.
You need to free Gunna. You need to free Young Thug, okay? Poor people. My artists over there. Well, no, my artists, but you know, rapper Gunna and rapper Young Thug are now on in jail for RICO. They got RICO'd, baby.
Yeah, but they did something right before getting into the jail.
Well, like they probably sold drugs. That's what the RICO charges. So you know, obviously, if you're doing bad stuff, you deserve to be in jail. But free Tony, free Gunna,
But
man.
yeah, Tony is absolutely free, guys. Dominic, again, thank you so much for your super chat. I know that it's kind of fun for us, like we're messing around with this free Tony. You know who I should free? Free Isa Muhammad.
Free
Where is
Isa.
Isa, miss you. And Tony, guys, Tony is a very busy guy now. He's absolutely free, but he's a little boss there. So yeah, hopefully Tony will come say hi at some of the shows to us today.
Yeah, free Tony over there from the back office. We're just waiting for him to come back over here whenever. I don't even know if he's allowed to anymore, to be honest, because he works for the back office. He's not allowed to talk to traders, I think. We'll see.
He came yesterday and like, oh my god, it was so much more fun in here, and it's like library back there. Oh, for Tony. By the way, Brad, I'm pretty sure you know the information. Nash T says, when do you move to the new desk?
I have no clue.
It was scheduled for May, right?
It was supposed to be the week of when Lucas comes back, so I have no clue. Maybe sometime next week.
We'll update you guys.
When our producer comes into the office, and maybe then, I'm not sure. We'll just have to just wait and see whenever that happens.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll keep you updated, guys.
So S&P 500 did try to go up, but didn't come back to the downside. Sorry, didn't actually push up the way I thought it would, and now instantly right back to the downside goes S&P 500, and the Nasdaq also doing the exact same thing as the S&P 500. So market still dilly-dallying around over here, not doing anything exciting for us. And looks like I got stopped out on a weak break of AMC to the downside. It broke the 100-period EMA, and I got stopped out. So I'm just trying to get back into my trade over here in case the market does pop. We get that pop to VWAP, allowing me to scalp the crap out of this. I really believe AMC does not break the $10 level today. So having that faith in that trade, I'm willing to load up size all the way to the downside over there and pretty much risk my whole day's risk on that trade. So AMC is going to be my number one focus for the most part, but we will all gladly talk about other positions in the market today. So feel free to throw in some tickers in there. I know it's obviously lunchtime, nothing really moving around, nothing really exciting happening, but if you guys are have your eyes on anywhere, please mention that. Free SoFi. Oh man, don't even mention SoFi. With SoFi at least up today, that's gonna be a negative. So SoFi flat on the day, but still negative after the original market boost that we got up on the S&P 500 market and on the Nasdaq market. So SoFi down about 0.25% and currently trading at VWAP, which is $5.45 with 40 million shares traded today. Let's go see what the relative volume is on SoFi. Relative volume on SoFi 1.68, which is not bad at all. And what levels can we find on SoFi to maybe make a trade out of? So we got this multiple days high around $5.75, which already came as a resistance today. And we got this multiple day bottom near $4.80. Let's just say $5 as your support level. So if SoFi does go back to 5 today, maybe we can look for some longs as long as the market did not take out the low a day. And if SoFi does go back to $6 or $5.75 or $5.80, we can look for another short opportunity to ride it back to VWAP, the same level range scalp that SoFi has been offering you for a couple of days now. SoFi channel is horrible at the moment. Sadly, that's not a wrong statement at all. That is a very factual statement. It has been horrible ranges, and SoFi has just been a horrible investment to begin with, just absolute horrible. But you know what, I think Greg and I were talking yesterday. He said maybe I just need to just buy some of these growth stocks that have been beat down to the ground, you know, like Affirm was at $13, $14, $15 yesterday, man. So I'm not saying go and buy a firm, because obviously a firm is a little bit of a sticky, icky company in terms of, you know, how are they even able to make money anymore. But some of these low float, not low float, some of these growth stocks, maybe like Rivian. I know a lot of you are ready to make fun of Rivian and jump on the gun to make fun of Rivian. I'm one of them, to be honest. But even Rivian, when it's got beat down so hard to the downside, where it's like trading at $20, and we know they make cars, we know they'll make money in the future, is this too cheap to not invest? When is it too cheap to invest? Like, that's the question right there. When is it too cheap to invest?
Prad is halted. Recent IPO. Tenon Pharmacy. Let me find Tenon Medical. Down more than 48%. We halted at 11.91. Supposed to open at 18.91. Supposed to open at 18.50. Yeah, but very negative day for that Tenon.
Tenon, yeah, Tenon actually earnings report. Sorry, not earnings report. The
recent
IPO. Yeah, it IPO'd on the same day as OST. So I remember this very clearly. OST IPO'd on April 27th, and Tenon also IPO'd over here on April 27th. On that day, we were just ripping to the north side, halting all over the place, and that pattern continued for a long time on Tenon. And OST, that pattern did not continue at all. The very next day, OST cratered to the downside and went right back to its IPO range price, which was $4, and Tenon's IPO range price was $5. So I did say watch for the stock to come back down eventually, and it did take a little bit longer, but I'm just glad that it is coming back down right now. Hopefully, Dominic, you had your stops in profit. I know you were long on the IPO day itself, and you probably rode it all the way up to $59, $60 and have your stops in profit somewhere to the downside multiple times. So Tenon, he's probably out making a ton of money, but this is the overall story that the stocks do, which is these Chinese pump and dump stocks just get pumped up to the north side and come right back down. I think the stock's IPO price was $5. We're still not back to the IPO day low, which is $13. So let's wait for that $13 price to come in first, and then we can talk about the $5 price on Tenon. Right now, market going back north. So it looks like S&P 500 will not go back to the downside to test the low a day and actually get ready to go tickle VWAP this time. NASDAQ already at VWAP at the moment and trying to get back above VWAP most likely, but still under 12,000, which is a pretty significant level on the NASDAQ market. AMC getting ready to go back above $11. So let's see if AMC can pump back above 11 and take us all the way up to $12, $13 and so on. I actually want to not even take a single exit out until it shows me 13 at this point on AMC, because my average price is so much better than my last time's average price, which was around 11.50 or so.
Prad, we are into earnings season still, but not that.
Can I go pee?
Yeah, you can. So thank you for your details, and hear what companies are going to report after the close today and before the open tomorrow. Guys, not that many names as we used to have, but still a few interesting. So in the middle you can see a firm, Prad's favorite. We have Aurora Cannabis. We also have Beta Therapeutics recent flyer. We have Mad Avail also recent flyer. I'm not sure if these companies are running today also. We will double check. We have Funware, and we have that Regulus. I remember that yesterday we were talking about that Regulus. Hope I pronounce it right. So write in the comments, guys, if you're finding anything excited for tomorrow. But this four companies are interesting for me tomorrow, and a firm, of course. We have Honda and Pioneer, Joby, and many more. So write what you are the most excited for tomorrow. Trader Tax as a firm going to miss earnings. Well, let's see. We will find out only after the report will come out, and that's why I remind you guys, please have our watch list in your bookmarks, because definitely after these companies post their report, we will bring it to the watch list. We'll break it down for you. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to understand, maybe they report good earnings, but the forecast is not that good. So we break it down and tell you why stock is down and why it's up. You got this. I am looking at Tesla. Tesla is strong today. Indeed, it's trying. It found that support at $712. We were moving sideways. Now broke Viva up to the upside. But again, even if I could trade it, it's not my level. Definitely, I would wait a little bit more, maybe for it to break that 730 again. Then I would might get into the long trade. But anyways, guys, congratulations everyone who making money on that name today, because Tesla brought so many amazing opportunities. Again, I have a very busy trading day. Unfortunately, this last trade just controls that all my previous trades, but that's fine. We'll be over it. Let it go. Okay, let's see, guys, what you want to take a look. Also, affirm time to drop to down. Let me actually see where is the firm now. What's the ticker? AFF. I don't remember ticker for a firm. Maybe someone can write me a ticker for our firm. Meanwhile, we will be sitting on the Tesla because I can't remember the ticker for that name, or see for names that I know tickers for. We can take a look at oh, here we go, AFRM on Nasdaq. So recent earnings reporter, guys. After that, we have a huge drop to the downside, but today we're up more than 18%. Nice to see that the firm now at $17. High of the day is 19. We were very close to break that $20 to the upside. So glad to see that the firm having a good day also today. And again, we didn't touch Viva, but got very close. And now looks like we have a chance to go back to day highs. I would love to see markets overall to go back to day highs, bring us both at long opportunities, and even if we get rejected out of day highs, might bring short opportunities.
Yeehaw, baby, cowboy up, baby. Market's going right back to the north side. All-time high incoming. Okay, that was a joke. But you know what was not a joke? The AMC long. AMC now 22 cents in the money. Obviously, when I go take a washroom break is when the market goes back up and not allowing me to take more slides on my trades. What else is new, right? So here comes AMC. As I mentioned, though, I don't really want to take any exits until we get back above VWAP. So I'm going to hold my shares 22 cents in the money right now. Adding to... I mean, we did turn AMC to the negative a little bit, but not worried about that negative at all. We're getting ready to make some money on this trade at the moment. Come on, markets, get back up there. UVXY curling back to VWAP. If UVXY finds support at VWAP and bounces, then that's not a good thing for the longs, no matter what stock you're holding on the long side. Let it be Facebook, let it be AMC, let it be Apple, whatever it is. We want to make sure that UVXY rejects VWAP and goes back to the downside, which is actually up almost 1% on the day right now. S&P 500 down about 0.5%, and Nasdaq down about 0.5% also. So market trying to you know, trade sideways for the most part. Once again, we're kangarooing around until later on in the day where it's probably gonna go back into the red territory. So just be careful. You know, it's a scalping market. I think I saw a video of Sean mentioning that in his what's that thing called that we do, trade of the day video. I was watching a trade of the day video. I think I remember him saying this is a scalping market, and basically just I'm listening to my mentors, I'm listening to my teachers, I'm listening to my mentors, and they're telling me that this is not the type of market where you want to be holding for those big swings. And boy, are they right once again. When are they not right, though? Let's be real. Congratulations, Prad. That helped you on that one. That saved you a little. I have no comment on that one. Who's holding the mega cap down? The mega cap stocks, who's holding them down? It could be just liquidations, man. People just taking profits, you know, on the year from last year or so, year over year profits or whatever it is. Clearly, it's the fear of the market. People are writing options to hedge their portfolio and maybe buy back positions at a lower price and so on. You know, we know hedge funds and Warren Buffett and all the big guys who own tons of shares do that all the time to offload their risk onto other people. Part of the reason why the options market was made, at least when I was reading about it, is for that specific reason, to offload your risk that you already have on the share equity side of the market. So when when risk is being offloaded like that through options, the fear is going higher and higher because of the implied volatility and other variables from the options market, and that's going to bring down the overall stock market in general. But today, kangaroo market, we're bouncing right now back above VWAP. S&P 500 now only down about 0.25% or less. Same with Nasdaq, and UVXY, which was up about 1%, is now only up 0.25% and getting ready to go back to test the support near $18 level. So you know, bounce, bounce, bounce.
You know what's not bouncing at all is T-non. Literally boo on you, T-non. So last time I was taking a look at it, it was 12:15, I believe. We were on that hold, and since then in 15 minutes, like 1, 2, 3 more holds. That's crazy, a little bit too much, T-non, but okay, whatever we wish. We hold it. Last hold is at 14.87. We're supposed to open at 13. Yeah, looks like T-non wanna go. Very low.
Yeah, T-non throwing up the deuces right now, chucking up the deuces, singing the Chris Brown song right now, all the way back to the downside. So we'll probably watch T-non at $5 today. That's my guess. You know, it's just a guess, not 100% accurate target. I'm not saying hold it to $5 if you're short, and nor am I saying go long at $5. That's just a number that I picked based off what the stock IPOs from. So we'll see if that's what ends up happening. Terra halted. What is Terra? Terra Luna. Luna halted. Okay, Luna. Luna crushing even more to the downside.
Beautiful name though.
Time
Luna.
to buy some Luna? What do you think, Sean? Time to buy some Luna? He goes, not time to buy nothing, Prad. Just be quiet and keep your money in your pocket. Goes Sean over there. And look at that volume candle, man. Luna is now 2 cents where it used to be $119. So insane. Tether just getting beat up. And if Tether goes down, so will Bitcoin along with it. Actually, Bitcoin's up 2.5% right now, surprisingly enough. Ethereum down though. Solana down. Cardano down. What is this? Dogecoin somehow is on the green side slightly, and Shiba is also down. So most of my coins that I'm invested in, to the downside. Don't buy Luna. I was just joking about that one, but you know, I already own way too much of Bitcoin to be investing in other coins at the moment. What is Mana doing? Because I am invested in Mana USD. Maybe it's time to buy more Mana, more Decentraland coin. Short Tether. Let's go Heat. Yeah, let's go Heat. Miami, Jimmy Buckets, baby. Jimmy Buckets for the win. Crypto halt. So I didn't even know crypto halted, to be honest, but it makes sense. Why wouldn't crypto halt? It's another market, probably has the same mechanics as this market. Just put another $20 in Mana. Let's go, Javier. Yeah, I think it's time for me to buy some Mana too. I already own some Mana at ridiculous prices of $2.50. So if I liked it at $2.50, I should love it at 80 cents, right? I like crypto coin with the dog on it. Woof woof. Everyone likes that woof coin indeed.
Brandon loves it.
Brandon has woof coin?
He has woof woof animation.
Woof woof animation. Nice. 25 cents in the money now on Apple. Where's Facebook going to? Facebook also bouncing off that 190. I know I said I want to go long Facebook 190, but the market was scaring me a little bit, so I stayed away from that one. Maybe I should have just played it, because you would have had $3 in the money right away on that trade. Well, maybe not right away, but you could have scalped it for $1 multiple times and built the position at the same time at 190, allowing you to have this move up to 192.70, 193 or so on. Nasdaq with a beautiful move back above VWAP, same with S&P 500, and UVXY still descending to the $18 level, which is something that I believe will find support. We have seen this $18 level on UVXY come into play multiple days in a row now. AMC 31 cents in the money and still trucking north for us, so keep on trucking, baby. Don't stop, won't stop. Choo choo, choo choo, goes Thomas the train. Everyone will FOMO when Bitcoin rips past 30K. I think a lot of people already FOMO to the downside, so I don't see why not. That could be very well a theory that plays out.
30 is not enough for me. I want 60 at least.
Yeah, no doubt about that one. Where are we going to the next? ePay gets started by
BKKT is moving up, and BKKT I believe also reported earnings either today before the open. Either yesterday after the close. Did I say the same thing? BKKT backed holdings.
Yeah, BKKT. Oh, you were still talking. I thought it was on you. It's on me. Okay, BKKT. Amex, I believe. No, New York.
Quarterly loss per share though.
Sorry?
Quarterly loss per share, but revenue rose.
Revenue rose, quarterly loss per share. So a little bit of a mixed earnings, but still allowing them to, boost up to the north side, up 30% today. And the stock is on SSR day 1 or day 2. It's either on SSR day 1 or day 2. So even though the stock is up 30%, it's going to be a little hard for you to short the stock at the moment. High day coming in at $2.83. Without even having to pull out my trading view, I can already see that there is a sort of a level near $3. So let's see how the stock trades around 3. Could be giving you a beautiful short opportunity around $3. But right now, I think it's better to just stay hands off. Wait for the volume to come in across the board. I think volume for BKKT is obviously still there. Look at the volume candle compared to AMC, which has lost a little bit of his volume. Obviously not little, a lot of his volume has been lost. So BKKT still doing pretty decent on that side. Let's go see what the relative volume was on BKKT. It's around 2.94. So there just backs my point up about that side. Market dump next week. Don't believe all the greens. Yeah, I don't doubt that statement at all. You know, market has been down for the most part already. I think all these pops that we're seeing in the market could just be shorts covering their profits and a little bit of buys here and there trying to scalp their profits. So I don't think we see any big buys yet. I know we saw that big 2 million buy on the market on close and balance not too long ago, but we're still seeing big sells on the market on close and balance. So people are still offloading. And as I mentioned, S&P 500 is not in the bear territories yet. S&P 500 still has about a few more levels to break the downside to go into the bear market zone, which is down 20% from all-time highs, and Nasdaq is around 25 to 27% down from all-time highs. So just waiting for the market to go into bear territories. Where are we going to? There is still a lot of sellers making resistance. That is, yeah, I can see that happening. Dallas area for me. Did Dallas end up winning the game yesterday against Calgary Flames, or did they end up losing on that one? I was watching that game for a little bit. I know they scored 1-1, and then I had to tune off of that game.
Bears versus Bulls media.
Calgary 3-1.
Our moderator and we started this conversation where everyone is from, guys. I'm so glad to see. Like, I hear one of the viewers from Orange Country, from California. So we have New York, California again, Italy, and many more places. Calgary 1. But anyways, guys, thank you so much. So glad to see that we have international viewers in here.
Yeah, I think we also have people like from Thailand, Singapore, and stuff. Yeah, gotta love the community. What a diverse, beautiful community that Sean, Neo, and Brandon have worked to build for, and I get to be a part of that. Even Miss V worked to build for. So then thanks to you guys for coming in on a daily basis and smashing that like button, getting us to 1K every day. So hopefully we're pretty close. You know, we still got about an hour and 40 minutes, 30 minutes left in the Market Mover show. Still got a bunch of time for us to get to that 1K marker.
It could be better. 450 more likes. Still.
Not bad. Okay, not bad. Market coming back down right now, so that 4K level, I thought we would maybe go test that 4K level on S&P 500 today, but we are struggling. Obviously, the higher day is 3,960-ish, and the lower day is 3,880-ish or so, 3,870. Let's go with that number instead. And I actually believe we were going to go test 4K today. So that number not coming into play means there's still a lot of sellers in this market. Here comes a big down move on the S&P 500.
T-non open.
Sorry, Miss V?
T-non open again.
T-non is open. It's probably going to halt right away.
Yeah,
let's go check out this one. T-non open, and it's trying to go once more to the downside. I did mention $5 as a level. Let's see if that level actually comes into play. I don't think that's a halt. I don't think that's a halt yet, but people are trying to get out at the moment off the down move. Beautiful down move, 65%. There we go, halted. Yeah, saw that one coming. The stock is just going to halt more than it trades at the moment.
It was fast.
Do you have any short positions at the moment? I have no short positions. I'm just long AMC, and AMC is also trying to come back to the downside right now. So market's obviously weak, very weak, and no buyers just yet. It's halted. It is halted indeed. Snatch some teen on here. Risk $10. Break C upside at least to around $17 to $18. Good luck. Everyone hit the like button for the
Thank you for the super chat, Anthony Wolf. We appreciate the support so much. I hope you have a wonderful day, a profitable one, and especially that as Prad says, you encourage people to like this video. Team, please do so. Look, even viewers ask you to like this video. Anthony sent us a super chat, and like button is absolutely free. Again, if you don't know where to find like button, I will happily assist you. So right under the video you're watching right now, this thumb, please hit it so it's black and to the upside. And I remind you, please, it's absolutely, it's super easy, nothing easier than to smash the like button. So please be kind, and don't know, you will be happy later that you kind of conquered yourself when give us a like, and your day will become much better right away.
Awesome. Slowly building some long positions, INTC, AVAV, and NEGG. You know, not a bad idea at all. It could be a good time to start thinking about going, you know, thinking about buying some of these stocks for maybe a swing trade or even an investment slide. But as Sean said not too long ago, you know, just don't buy anything right now, man. Everything's just so bad. I really think S&P 500 goes into a bear territory marker, which is the down 20% marker, and then we can think about if buyers are coming in or whatever. So I'm honestly waiting for that 20% down on S&P 500 before I actually think about buying more stocks on my own account. Nasdaq already has hit that number. Thankfully, Nasdaq has not gone down to that 11K, 10K numbers that people are tweeting about, which would be obviously doomsday territories for tech market. Apple $10 below 150. So I don't even know what else to say. I could have taken profits at 170. I could have taken profits at 160. I could have gotten out at 154 flat. But you know what? We're not here for these baby trades, right? We're here for the big boy trades, for that big money. For 10 years from down the road, I see Apple going to maybe 300 and, you know, maybe even higher than that, and splitting itself multiple times to the point where my half a share turns into one share. So, you know, we're just waiting for the long term, for the future. But for the meantime, if you're not able to hold it for that long term of a risk, just be patient. Just be patient. Let the market, you know, poop itself a little bit more. Let the market Amber Heard itself a little bit more, and then think about actually going long on some positions. Nothing wrong with thinking about it here, but I think patience will be a virtue for sure. I bought some XOM today and I don't regret it. Yeah, no problem at all, man. No regrets, right? No regrets, and that's where we're looking for. I think Tesla will hit 10 trillion market cap in 10 years. Sheesh. We'll see what happens with that one. What did Brankel say yesterday? I think I was talking about, what was it, Lucid Motors, I believe. No, Rivian. I was talking about Rivian being too cheap to buy, or too sold out and whatnot, and maybe it's time to think about buying some Rivian shares for my long term. And Brankel said, if you're thinking about buying EV, just think about Tesla. So there's a lot of people who are thinking about it on that terms too, in terms of, you know, why would I go buy Lucid? Why would I go buy MULN? Why would I go buy NIO or whatever, when I can just go buy Tesla, which sells cars, and not only cars, they're also making robots, solar panels. Who knows, tomorrow he'll make a water bottle that is completely robotic too, and you might want to buy that. We know they're
robotic
coming out with
water bottle?
I'm just making up stuff right now on the fly, but we do know they have a phone coming out too. So Tesla is not just the car company. There's a lot more stuff and a lot more variables in there that you could be investing in. Whereas if you're buying Rivian stocks, you're probably just investing in a car company alone. There's multiple ways to think about it, multiple variables to consider overall, and it just depends on what you want to do at the end of the day. Electric water, never know, man. That ends up being the new gas. Who knows? You never know. Well, isn't lithium basically electric water? That's basically what lithium is. What happens if stocks don't go up long term? Then they go down. Then they go downside, or they trade sideways for a long term, my friend. Luca is not here at the moment, but if Luca was here, I could ask him a very key information, because he was part of a stock market that I wasn't part of. This was during what was it, during 2007 to 2000, no, not 2007, I'm trying to think right now. I think it was 2017, 2018, 2019, when the market was very dead. There was no volume in the market. There was nothing you could do. They just barcoded sideways, and the opportunities were very boring in the stock market, to the point where, you know, a lot of people just left and came back afterwards when the market actually heated up. I was fortunate and lucky enough to be in the stock market for a very short period, and in that short period I got to experience the COVID market crash. I got to experience this market crash right now that we're facing. So my limited experience has been a very volume included experience. So obviously, if the market goes into that territory where there is no more volume, because obviously everyone got cleaned out by this crash, market just goes sideways.
Yeah, I think we should announce it, guys. Some fire alarm testing, so no worries, we're not on real fire. So yeah, just testing. Sorry for that. Hopefully guys will be able to disable it somehow, for now at least, so we don't kill your ears. But sorry again, hopefully you're not in AirPods.
Yeah, this is us right now on the floor. This is fine, you know, fire around us, everything's getting lit up, the market's on fire, Bitcoin's on fire, the fire alarm's on fire, you know, my portfolio's on fire, but we're here sipping our ice caps in 22 degrees. Everything's fine, guys.
We'll dye the fire with your thing. We'll just splash us on the fire.
Yeah, this is enough to put out the fire on my portfolio, but I don't know about the whole world, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Market coming back to the upside in a decent way right now. S&P 500 back above VWAP, so market trying to go back up one more time, only down 0.25%, as Nasdaq actually flat right now, only down 0.05%, and UVXY up, still up about 0.25% on UVXY, but below VWAP for UVXY, and still above $18. So we're not out of danger zone yet for the longs or the shorts. I mean, what am I trying to say? We're not out of the danger zone yet for the long. Well, okay, what I'm trying to say is the longs could still get screwed because the market could jump right back to the downside if it wanted to. So that's what I'm trying to say, but my words are kind of getting mixed up in themselves over there. His numbers of tabs make me nervous. Really? That's all? I only have like 7 tabs open. That makes you nervous. You should see my tabs at home. You can't even see the tab itself, and what you're doing is you're hovering over the tab to see how many tabs you have open. These many tabs make you nervous? Oh man, wait till you see the tabs at home I have open. My mixed up are getting words. Yeah, exactly. My mixed up are getting words. Hey, where do you see the top on LIDAR, LIDR? Do you have any info on where I should get out completely? Obviously, the first answer is going to be trade your own book, and you know, you want to focus on what your risk tolerance tells you on that side. But if I was in LIDAR and if I was at the low a day today taking the long, I think my targets would already be into play. You know, the stock is up 7%. We could see maybe 450 coming into play over here, getting rejected by 450 or 460, this range bottoms, or even $5 if it does want to go there. But overall, man, there's no volume on the stock. We have the earnings report coming out in 1 day, after hours tomorrow. Is it after hours tomorrow? It's at 13th. Yeah, so wait, what? Nothing reports after hours on a Friday. How is that even possible that it says after hours tomorrow? That's ridiculous. Nothing is supposed to report on Friday, so maybe that's actually pre-market tomorrow. So we'll have to see how LIDR ends up showing up on that side. Wait, I thought this was LIDAR. It's not even LIDAR. This is semiconductor stock. I thought this was LIDAR for a second. Never mind.
Sadim Chohan says, please help me. I have full position on T-non since exactly 24. So 24 is kind of high of the day. And like guys, you can see that's when this drop happened with all these calls against Sadim. I'm super sorry to hear that it's a loser trade for you. I mean, the only thing we can help is like if you have any stop losses on that. And yeah, stop loss is a very important thing. And I would just, I don't know your position size, how many shares you have and what's your risk management, how you can allow yourself, how much you allow yourself to lose. But just recommend everyone to have that stop losses even before you get into trades.
Look at that level 2 on that stock. Oh my goodness. T-non level 2 is sticky, boys. What?
Hold it again.
On Miss V's screen it looked thick. Are you on TMS?
No.
Why did it look so much thicker? Oh, because you don't have an absolute size on or something. Whatever. It looked thick a little bit on T-non, but it's not the same way for me over here for some reason. Maybe Miss V has more gateway access than I do. In that case, I need to message Greg and be like, yo, what's going on over here, bro? T-non will be $5 next week. I think T-non will be $5 today, honestly. But as I mentioned earlier, I got no crystal ball. I don't see the future, and that's just my guess based on what the stock was supposed to IPO at. It was supposed to IPO at $5, so I'm guessing it goes back down there. Jonathan Vic's in the house. What's up, Johnny boy? Welcome back. An OG trader is back on the floor, so hopefully some of the new traders it's time for classes with the OG traders soon. I use my dad's RRSP for this. What will I tell him now? Well, I don't have an answer for that one.
Well, that's like, let's start from the beginning. So it began already wrong, right? So again, guys, when you invest, like, I just don't even know what to say. I mean, maybe you should tell your dad, and your dad will tell you what to do. But again,
I actually saw on Reddit a couple of days ago, maybe last week on Reddit, the post said, I lost all my husband's money that he gave me. He said he trusted me. I lost it all. What do I do? And the people in the comments are just so rude, and I'm just like, wow, man. Like, this is someone's like livelihood. This is like their life savings. And she's asking for help and advice. Obviously, the right thing to do is just tell your husband that you got beat up on it, and just go from the consequences from there. Double down, says Luca. Luca looks at me and he goes, double down.
Anyways, the situations happen, guys. It's not really funny, but I mean, it just like you can learn from that. Just maybe the situations can teach people like to do not so, and have your risk management. Like,
yes, very well said. Very well said. Risk management is very important. Miss, you can ask Miss V. She learned it herself. On one of the days she let Tesla go too far against her, and then the very next day she had stops in so that she can trade it again and again. I think you did that today too. You were talking about how you had some stops in and everything.
I did have stops, but again, like a little bit different situation. Again, kind of the same Prad. Like I had a too big room. Like if I would did a little bit smaller, wouldn't give it to that $50, I would be still in. But like, again, you make mistakes until you learn, and so until I don't learn, I will continue to do that mistake. So it's in my interest to learn it as soon as possible.
Won't be the first, won't be the last. All right. Palantir setting up for a rip. That's what I like to hear. Palantir setting up for a rip, apparently. Palantir right now still above VWAP, up 7% on the day. Maybe Palantir goes higher. Who knows, right? We do know Palantir missed out on their earnings report. This up move on Palantir could just be because of the overall market move that we're watching right now. I mean, market's down on the day. Let's be real. Market's down on the day. But market had a pretty decent rip off the open that Palantir got to take advantage of. So Palantir moved off of that. Something that actually got called out in our work chat about 11 minutes ago. I'm just seeing it now, so that's my fault. Bros.ny, Bros, Dutch Bros, is going to be talked about on CNBC. So obviously this was 11 minutes ago. So probably on this candle over here is when they were talking on CNBC. JB, I'm guessing that's a CEO. I'm not sure who JB is. That's a CEO? Just an analyst. Okay, so JB on CNBC, an analyst on CNBC was talking about bros, so we got the CNBC pump. You know, we're used to watching stocks that get talked about on big news channels like that, get some volume increase and so on, so this stock took advantage of that. Tried to get back to the day's high. We're still maybe have a little bit of a move to that day's high, at which point we can think about going short. Look at how 26 broke, but 26 did not really have any buyers. They didn't really have any buyers above 25.50 on on, Dutch Bros. And on the day today, the stock's actually down 26%. So just a quick little recap for anyone who's new on the show over here and doesn't know what happens on a stock when it goes below 10%. It goes on SSR mode, which is short sale restriction, which basically means you cannot go short by throwing an order on 25. You can only go short by throwing an order on 25.07 or higher, and when the stock actually goes higher and ticks into that price. You cannot just simply throw an order at 25 or 24.82 and try to take away the liquidity in order to go short. Right now, market's trying to come back down, I think. S&P 500 is at VWAP, and NASDAQ slightly above VWAP, but also might come down, and UVXY flirting with the VWAP also at the same time. You guys think the Twitter deal is gonna go through? I think it's gonna go through, but you know, obviously no one knows the future. You just gotta wait for it. Something that Neil mentioned to me, you know, obviously there's not that much probably regulatory process for Twitter, because they're just planning to make it go private. There's no real competition clause coming in. Like, for example, Microsoft and Activision deal can get blocked because of a possible competitive I forget what the word I'm looking for, but you know, non-compete, yeah, antitrust laws, competition laws will come into play for them most likely and block that deal. But for Twitter, I don't think that actually comes through, but that fear is still there. So, you know, nothing wrong with being scared of that, but overall we're not really that worried about it as much as we think would be. Monopoly, yeah, monopoly. We have seen some companies back in the day break down because of the monopoly that they used to run. So that could happen on that side one more time. We do know that Amazon is trying to get into the gaming business. Google with their Stadia is trying to get into the gaming business. And Microsoft already has a pretty big gaming business with their Xbox branch and so on. So with Activision, they're just looking to expand that gaming umbrella that they already have and take it to new heights. Console still sucks though. Ride on the rise. Ride taking a ride off into the sunset, but going to the moon. So Lordstown, Ride Town, whatever you want to call it, trying to go back to the high day over here. Let's see if we can actually break the high day. I think I did say that there was a 250 level on Ride. Yeah, there we go. 250 level on Ride that I think we're gonna see some rejection at one more time if we actually I can't speak. If we do go back to the higher day without volume though near higher day, I don't think we're actually breaking out. So we need a big volume candle coming in. We're about 2 minutes away from the official lunchtime end. So if market can find volume, it should be around now till 2 o'clock and so on.
I just opened Tesla, and it looks like Tesla getting into good level. It broke 730 to the upside, and would be really nice to see if we move to the sideways a little bit into this area, in this range, and then we'll spike to day highs. I would enjoy to see that. So hopefully that's what's going to happen. I don't want to see Tesla to break that level to the downside, but anyways, looks like we're trying. At least Tesla strong, down just 0.5%. So is QQQ. So yeah, sending all the positive energy to those two.
Sending positive energy to those two, but sadly this market is now coming back to the downside.
Ouch.
S&P 500 back under VWAP and NASDAQ around VWAP, and UVXY getting ready to get above VWAP. So this market either is going to flirt with the bar coding action a little bit more around VWAP, or actually break down and extend its losses right back to the lower day. So just got to be careful, patient, and see what happens. Right now we talked about Ride. Let's see what other stocks are being called out in the chat. I see TNON being called out again. So let's go check out TNON one more time to see if it's halted for the 7th time, 8th time, 9th time, whatever the number is. It is actually halted again at $9.90. So I think I should have just gone short at the break of the first halt after noticing the halts were coming in, and just got out at 5 as I said that would be my target. That would have been such an easy trade to get into, but I don't know how easy it would have been to get out. Obviously with my market keys that I have on my platform over here at Day Trade the World, I know for me to get in and get out is going to be ridiculously easy off of halts. But for you guys, I don't know how it would be for you guys who only use limit keys or market keys. I don't know if you can get in and out that easily. TNON is $2.35 per share to short it. Yeah, forget that. I'm stuck and don't care. Karen, I'm sorry about that. Hopefully you're able to find a way to get out of this one, because look at it. Like, we've had multiple halts, and the liquidity, or at least the volume, has actually been around 500,000 this whole time. So it's very easy to get burnt on this one. This is why I don't trade these stocks like these, which have no volume and just this halt all the way to the downside or halt all the way to the upside. So $5 most likely coming into play today, as I said it would, or I guessed that it would. TNON will be $2.35 soon. Yeah, that's basically the price of the cost for borrow fees per share on that stock, which is ridiculous. Lunch is over. Lunch is indeed over. Now it's 1:01 Eastern Standard Time. Let's see the volume pick back up in the market. Come on, market. Show me the volume. Show me where the buyers are. That way I can front run them and get in front of them to the north side. AMC though holding $11 in a mamma mia beautiful fashion at the moment. Makes me want a finger licking good type of action coming in over here on AMC. Not going too much below $10.09, 9 cents, 90 cents, and actually finding buyers above $11 currently. So no reason for me to exit just yet out of AMC. Can you take a look at SoFi? For sure, I think SoFi, as I mentioned earlier, is just stuck in a range between $6 and $5. So you're just gonna have to keep on taking that trade range for as long as you want. But for me, SoFi is just in a no trade at the moment. You know, no real ranges that I want to be a part of yet. So just gonna have to wait to see what happens on that one. All right, so SoFi got mentioned. We talked about that. Can you take a look at AFI? Ooh, I remember talking about the stock yesterday. What is it doing today? AFI yesterday also, recent IPO maybe? No, not a recent IPO. Why were we talking about AFI yesterday? Was it halting around yesterday? Let's go check at it. Not sure if it was halting, but for some reason we did bring up AFI. Anyways, today with about 13 million shares traded overall, AFI trying to get back up a little bit, but still down 24% on the day. So struggling for the stock. Another big down move. No liquidity across the board. AFI still under $1, and I think yesterday we were actually, look at this move yesterday. We moved from what was it, 15 cents to about $1, and then now we're right back to the downside a little bit, stuck in the same ranges where we were looking at earlier. Short squeeze. Yeah, the squeeze has not been squeezed yet for AMC, for GME. We need to load up on these shares and ride them to the moon. That's the basic thesis that the stock started to play around in. So we're watching that game maybe one more time. $11 is currently holding up for us, so that's good. GME back over $90 to the north side, so still under VWAP on GME. Same for AMC, still under VWAP too, but GME trying to go back up north is a good thing, because that could take my AMC along with it. So just gotta wait and see what happens on the meme stocks over here. Prad BYND has been beating me up. I'm sorry about that, my friend. Obviously, BYND is my only negative stock on the day too, so BYND has been beating me up a little bit also. But it's actually been pretty easy to trade the stock if you ask me. You try a couple times and you get away from the stock, and you try it at the level $30 level, which I wanted to and I didn't get to because my order was a little bit higher than $29.40. So missed out on my trade for the BYND short. And if it does go back to that $30 level, $29-$40 level, I will be trying to be short that stock one more time. But it's just crazy that a stock that's down 20% on the day reverses to be positive by 2 to 5% is what I remember seeing on BYND on the green side. So it's just crazy. I mean, you know what? It's not that crazy anymore, because Novavax, which was also down a couple of days ago to 20% or so, reversed itself to be green on the day. So these stocks are having insane moves at the moment, and it might be time to just cut down the size a little bit and let the stocks move around, because of the volatility is rising. And speaking about volatility rising, UVXY once again in the positive territory. UVXY now up 1.5%, back above VWAP and taking off, and the market is puking, whatever you want to say. Goes to the downside, goes market back below VWAP, and S&P 500 and Nasdaq both down about 1% at the moment, 0.8% to be exact. Damn, I don't get a level to enter new puts. Yeah, sadly, market already ripped to the downside without you. So, yeah, need to be a little aggressive, I guess. AMC back under 11 now, and getting ready to go down along with the overall market. So be careful across the board for your longs. As I mentioned, longs are not out of the danger zone just yet. I think as long as we're under 4K, longs are still danger. VWAP is a great spot to load up. Yeah, not a bad spot at all. Usually, if stocks are bouncing off of VWAP, then that means there's big buyers or you know, people trading around that price. I'm an algo trader. My average is somewhere in the low 23s, not considering any option plays. Nice, Karen. Veru did that too, Trader Prad. It was down 19% in pre-market, then went up green 2 hours ago, or take it. Wow. So yeah, it looks like these stocks are just insane. I don't even know how to explain that. It's a little bit ridiculous for my brain to wrap that around with the you know, baby experience I have of only near 2 years or so. So it's a little bit hard for me to wrap my head around the fact that a stock that's down 20% is just gonna fade the whole gap and get back into the positive territories. So because of that, just gonna leave it alone for a little bit. Can you explain VWAP? VWAP is just a formula. It's a volume weighted average price, basically based on the volume. What is the average price of that stock, or should be the average price of that stock on any given day, on any given time frame also. So right now, for example, for BYND, based on how the volume is traded and past prices and the formula, there's a very, very specific formula for it. There's a YouTube video for it on our channel too. I think if you Google what is VWAP or VWAP TraderTV.Live, you'll find that link. Miss V is actually on her break right now. She usually has those links ready, so if she comes back, maybe we can ask her about that. It's just a basic indicator. Indicator is used a lot by hedge funds. Hedge funds get graded on how far away from VWAP do they take their positions for the short or longs, and they get marked on that. So always a good thing to have that on your charts, just to see how the stock is trading. Along with that, you know, some EMAs and simple moving averages will also help you find out if there's any big money trading around those key significant moving average lines or indicators. Sorry, not lines. VWAP got me on this channel. I don't know if I get that. About VWAP is bullish. Yeah, basically stocks above VWAP is bullish. Stocks below VWAP is bearish. That's a very good point to mention. Thank you for throwing that in the chat. TY Market Movers. Thank you, Market Movers. No problem at all, my friend. Hey, listen, you don't got to thank me. I'm just doing my job. I found it entertaining, but what you can do is smash that like button. You know, that's a great way to show your appreciation and your thanks. Anyone who hasn't already, smash that like button. Smash. We're now at 1:08 Eastern Standard Time. We're waiting for the market to show us some volume. We're waiting for things to heat up and show us some profits also. For example, we're long AMC. We've been a little light on the trading end today. I have only 49 trades on the day today. Usually around this time I have about 200 to 300 trades, so we're a little bit light on the trading end. Maybe part of it is because I feel tired after golfing. You know, I tried very hard yesterday and I'm a little bit tired off that, but no excuses. Once we see an opportunity, we're jumping on that opportunity, and we're trying to take some executions wherever we see that. 175 orders. Yeah, that's basically what I mean by 200 order trades. Basically means 175 fills. Not 175 to 200 to 300 different trades. It's just execution. So entry is one execution and exit is another execution. Unless I get partial filled in the middle, then you get maybe 3-4 partial fills in the middle. Then that ends up being 4 or 5 trades in the middle right there. So realistically, if I'm saying 200 trades, I might be doing maybe about 50 to 100 trades realistically on that day. Day trading isn't easy. Oh no, it's not, baby, not at all. And it's even harder when you're in a trainee parameters like Miss V, when you're only allowed to lose $50 in a day. You know, we have a lot of new traders on the floor. Every single one of them is learning how to trade with only being allowed to lose $50 a day. These environments in the markets are always changing, ever changing market, right? Always changing. And tomorrow's not like today. Today's not gonna be like tomorrow. And and you think you know what you're doing. Like for example, you go to the driving range golf for 3 days in a row, but the 4th day you might go to the actual course and you'll still screw your shots up a little bit. So at the end, you just gotta be ready for any situation and just be ready to capitalize on that situation. I'm new to options, and man, it's hard to hold. I think it's easier to hold options than it is to hold equities, because obviously you have a set time span on options, and you know exactly when to be getting out of the trade. And if you are right on the trade, usually I think you know exactly how to trade that stock. Obviously, we don't trade options here. It's been a while since I traded options. I think around 2 years or so is where I traded options, and I wasn't profitable on it, so I can't really tell you how to do it successfully. But yeah, I think options are a little bit easier to hold, and according to my experience at least. If you lose $50, what do? You get shut down. You're not allowed to trade for that day. You come back tomorrow and you trade it tomorrow. Why don't you guys trade options? Because we're not allowed to hold anything after 4 o'clock on the market day. After 4 o'clock, we're supposed to be out of all our positions. That is every single person who trades on this platform known as Day Trade the World. After 4 o'clock, you have to be flat. So because of that, options, you hold them you know, day after day. Sometimes you're even holding them for months and months, depending on how long of an options trade you do. So we can't do that on our end. Should be a seller of options, credit spreads, etc. You could do that too. Sell volatility, sell right option calls, right option puts. Obviously, naked options are a little bit scary, so I would urge people to really know what you're doing on the options market. If you don't know how to trade normal equities, I would be away from the options market a little bit, you know, because options has a lot more variables to it. It's not just buying a share and selling a share. There is a theta decay, there is a gamma, there is delta. There's a lot of variables inside of it. Basically, those are just Greek letters to confuse people. If you want, you can just dumb it down for yourself a little bit and make it easier on yourself by understanding the things behind those Greek letters that are designed to just absolutely sham people out of the market. Are you guys a prop firm? Yes, we are a prop firm. We're sponsored by Day Trade the World at TraderTV.Live. Day Trade the World is basically a prop firm, as you mentioned it. And as the name mentions, day trade, we're only allowed to hold the stocks up to 4 o'clock. And after 4 o'clock, we're basically not even allowed to trade. Maybe a video to show how to use options demand for security moves. That's not me. You might have to ask Sean or Neil that to do. Obviously, since we don't do options in our market, we don't really talk about that. So I don't think that video will be coming. But obviously, tweet that at Sean. And if Sean replies back saying that's a good idea, then hey, you get a video out of that. But if Sean doesn't reply back to that, then probably you're not getting a video out of that. Futures are leveraged just like options, but no theta decay. Exactly. We can get in and out faster on futures than on options. A lot more volume on futures, obviously, and no theta decay on that one. We don't have to worry about time decay on options. At least for day trading, we don't have to over here. Options, tasty, trade, learn. Okay, enough about options. We don't trade options over here. I can't be talking about options because there's nothing for me to do on that side. So I'm going to move away from that one. I'm going to move away from the option questions in general. Let's go look at what the market is doing. Market obviously sleeping right now. Come on, Slowpoke, wake up over here. Snorlax. Snorlax was the Pokemon, not Slowpoke. Snorlax was the Pokemon that's sleeping right now. Come on, Snorlax, wake up and start making some moves over here. Microsoft being called out by Douglas Brown. I like that name a lot. MSFT, let's go check out what MSFT is doing. MSFT at the moment trying to go to the downside a little bit more. 252 coming into MSFT. Sorry, 253 just now breaking and trying to go a little bit more. Let's see if 253 actually holds. Looks like it wants to hold. 252.80 is the low of day, and 253 getting back on the bid might show us some buyers. Is that the low of day off the pre-market? Yeah, this happens to be actually the opening drive low. So opening drive low 252.80, and now we're right back at that same price. Might give you a decent long scalp by not risking too much size. So Yeah, I'm not risking too much by taking my entry at 250.92 because 10 cents risk to the downside, or maybe give it a little bit more risk, 30, 40 cents to the downside for multiple dollars to the upside if this long comes into play on the overall market. So taking that risk over there, I'm very okay with it. Let's get long. Obviously, I am long right now on Microsoft. Not any real size because I'd rather add size once the stock is working for me in the north side, like right now, and looking at other variables too that can maybe help me add to that position. So other variables that I'm looking at, Nasdaq right now under VWAP but showing me a green candle on the 3-minute chart. S&P 500 under VWAP but showing me a green candle on the 3-minute chart. UVXY above VWAP but getting rejected at the same level as previously, and trying to get back to the downside, showing me a red candle on the 3-minute chart. All variables are actually good for me for the long trade, but I'm not ready to add to my position just yet. 25 cents in the money on Microsoft right now. TNON did make a move off $10. We're actually halted to the upside right now on TNON, I think. To 1048, 1023, 999, 1017, 1040, so 1075. Obviously, the numbers have been going up, which means it got halted to the upside direction. Let's see if it wants to open up way higher, and it actually does. It wants to open at $12.23. So surprising enough, TNON now wants to rock back to the upside and halt out to the upside direction. Go have fun, TNON. You do you, baby. There goes Microsoft below our average price, but thankfully, as I did say, maybe we give it an extra bit of wiggle room of 250, 270 or so. So 250, 270 coming in as a low a day. Now if 250, 270 breaks, we walk away from that trade, most likely happening very soon over here. I'm throwing out my stop right now. Bang, bang, bang. My stop is out. Most likely getting stopped out right now on this trade. Market coming back to the downside. S&P 500 going back down. Nasdaq going back down. So looks like Microsoft is not going to hold. We take that tiny loss if that loss comes into us, and we get out of it. Microsoft is going to break the low a day. Get out. Thank you guys for always trying to look out for me. I appreciate it. But do keep in mind that I have my own trade setups. I don't listen to anyone but myself. And the only thing helping me get out is my stop. Either my stop gets me out or I hold it. But I do appreciate you guys looking out for me on that end. TNON, okay, light to some profits, 1350 profit. Ooh, TNON, yeah, as I mentioned, trying to go north at the moment. Watch out, if AMD breaks 85.75 on AMD, makes me upset. We were just at 90s yesterday, but nope. AMD down 2% today, trying to find support at VWAP around $86. So let's see if AMD can do so successfully even after being negative on the day. UVXY getting ready to maybe break out to the higher day over there, not higher day, to the range high that we've been looking at. And Nasdaq and S&P 500 still negative on the day by 0.8% each. 0.8%.
Prad Slade, Rio, you mess, send us a super chat with some pie in here. Thank you so much, Slade. I hope you had something nice for your lunch. And also, let's take a look at Tesla. So Tesla is not really doing anything. So we got as high as to 739. Haven't been able to break that 740 to the upside, but Tesla still doesn't give up. We hold above VWAP, consolidating a little bit. So let's see what's going to happen. If the QQQ broke VWAP to the downside, down more than 1%. So we'll see, guys. But again, markets weak, definitely. And yes, Mardell Abria says, smash the like button to Shimi. Absolutely. Every time we get 1,000 likes, we shimmy. Hopefully, guys, you do the same with us. That shimmy energy all over the world. And we are super close, just 150 more likes, and we will be there. Edgar Lopez says, hello, Miss V. Hello, Edgar. And I also saw someone was asking you about AMC, Prad. So as you're still in AMC, maybe we can take a look at that name. AMC consolidating, moving to sideways. And again, looks like we're waiting for more volume to decide where that name wants to go.
Yeah, AMC, as you said, consolidating sideways, just holding at the 100 period EMA. Yeah, the white one's the 100 period EMA, still not going below 1080, 1090 properly. Still giving you multiple opportunities to just build your longs. If you are a long bias, that is, build your longs around these prices and keep on scalping this 10-cent range to $11 or even 11.10, 11.20 sometimes. But as I mentioned, I'm waiting for that move back above VWAP to 11.50 or so in case the market actually shows us some buyers. Microsoft did stop us out, so Microsoft went as low as 250, 238, but right now Microsoft right back to 253. But we tried our trade, as I mentioned, and with the Microsoft going well below 253, 252.38, I think my next opportunity that I want to try this at this point will be at the 250 marker in case the market does go back down. But the market, man, just looks like it flushed a little bit, but right back up to 38.96 or so. 3900 right now is where we're flirting with on the S&P 500, both down 1% almost on the day, and UVXY really struggling to take out the range high. So if UVXY can't take out that range high, I think this long that on Microsoft that I got stopped out on, I should have maybe just given it a dollar risk, but no, that's not how I trade. I took the trade exactly how I wanted it to. So you know, I'm very happy with my execution over there. Let's watch Microsoft go up though now without us, because the market wants to maybe actually go up. Market's still deciding what it wants to do, to be honest, under VWAP, and still deciding what it wants to do. I think later on in the day, the shorts are the play. That's at least my opinion. The shorts always are in play for me. Even on a big green day, shorts are in play for me. So just got to be patient to see what happens on your side.
William Gaddis sent a super chat. Thank you so much, William. I hope you're having a wonderful day. There is no message or emoji pin, so if you want to ask us anything, please do so. I will bring it up. And yes, guys, thank you for still being with us, for supporting. Maybe we can take a look at any other name. So I saw here that Mr. Karen talked a lot about Tinon. I haven't seen that since I went for my break. So it's Tinon on Nasdaq. I just want to quickly check it out myself. Well, nice. So let's see what that name will do. But absolutely crazy day for Tinon.
Yeah, Tinon surprisingly getting up to $13 and now trying to halt one more time, maybe to the upside. So I did say $5, and what did I say right after that? Look, I don't know what I'm saying. It might just not do that. So it looks like it did not do that. It went as low as $9.52 and now is getting back up to $14, and it might just halt more to the upside, the same way it halted to the downside. Eventually, the halts will stop and it will start trading sideways. Looks like we got a little bit more volume from last time. We were looking at 570,000 shares earlier. Now we're seeing 824,000 shares on Tinon. So obviously a little bit more volume has come in, but stock's still halting more than it actually trading. So be very careful, because it's an easy trap once it starts halting again, and you will be struggling to get out of that trade once you're on the wrong direction of that trade. So just be careful. That's the point that I'm trying to get down to. AMC now has about 13,000 shares sitting on 10,000, sorry, on 1090, which got cleaned out. We got another 10,000 shares sitting on 1085. So market's obviously coming down at the moment. At Nasdaq pushing down, and S&P 500 pushing down, but UVXY still at that same level that we're looking at. UVXY on Amex. UVXY still holding in that same range, not really breaking out of that range just yet. Looks like we already had a clear barrier at $19 on UVXY in pre-market itself. So let's see if we can get back up to 19 at some point today and actually break out of 19, which would make the overall market probably break the low of day and extend its losses. So since UVXY is not able to, you know, break out of this to the upside, and the market's not really breaking to the downside as I think it should, we still have no reason to get out of my AMC long, and in fact I have more of a reason to take more shares AMC long around these prices and have a tighter stop. That way once AMC fails on me, I only lose about 2 to 3 pennies, and once AMC works for me, I get about, you know, the risk to reward is going to be immense. I can make about you know, $1 per share maybe for only risking 5 to 10 cents. That's ridiculous risk to reward. Been sideways for like an hour, more than that at this point, man. Way more than that for this point. AMC has been sideways for Yeah, obviously we're not trying to argue about who's right or wrong, so I'm just gonna shut up and I'm just gonna let you be right. Watching Nasdaq indeed, watching S&P 500 also, and watching the UVXY ETF, watching all market environments in general. That's what I was taught to do. You know, you don't want to be staring at only one thing. You want multiple variables to help you make a decision on your trade, and you also want to be watching the specific market that you are trading. For example, if you are trading banks such as Goldman Sachs or any other bank across the board, Wells Fargo, you want to be looking at the XLF ETF, which is the financial ETF. XLF on Amex. What is XLF doing today? XLF on the day is actually down 1.4%. Look at the way how the chart looks like. I'm expecting Goldman Sachs to be very similar. So let's go to Goldman Sachs right now. Goldman Sachs currently also down almost 1%, and the chart's pretty similar over there. So when you're trading Goldman Sachs or Wells Fargo, or when you're trading Oxy or any of the petroleum names, you want to maybe have XLE ETF open, which is the energy ETF. Oxy was a good trade for me yesterday. I think my number one stock of the day was Oxy, and currently Oxy is all down on the day after having a pretty big move up yesterday. Right now, XLE is probably looking the exact same as Oxy. So memorize the chart over there for for Oxy. Let's go take a look at XLE. XLE probably also down another 2% or 1.5%. Yeah, so about 1% down, and the chart actually is a little different from Oxy, but still the same idea overall. Banks will scam you. Okay, where do you find that information? You're talking to Karen. Do you want to... What the heck is going on? Time out that person. Yeah, good job, Baron Bull. What the heck was that message? Confirm partial outage of Coinbase for all platforms. Coinbase apparently has an outage right now of some sort. Confirming, well, I'm not sure if it's confirming, but an option trader in our chat has put that in their partial outage. So not full outage, but partial outage on Coinbase apparently being put in chat. Obviously, Sean also confirmed it right now. So Coinbase could be something to take a look at off of that outage for a short. Maybe we'll see what happens. No problem, my man says. Hey man, you're the boss. You're killing it, my guy. Mr. Softy about to go up or down, I think. I like that. Yeah, it's always up or down, so I like that idea. I got my Bitcoin out of Coinbase. Not bad at all. Not a bad decision. I still have my Bitcoin, not in Coinbase, but wherever it is that I have it in. Can you show your setup? Right now, I have no trades at the moment other than AMC, and that is the setup I have going on, which is just going long at a support level. AMC, going long at a support level. CMPX. CMPX doesn't really have any volume going on, looks like. Only 300,000 shares for a $2 stock. But let's go check what the relative volume is, because that will give us a better idea of what the stock might be doing. So there you go. Relative volume of 3.8 when the stock is $2 stock and only doing 300,000 shares. So obviously the stock usually does no volume, but today picking up some decent volume for itself, relative for itself. Allowing the stock to do what it's doing, which is up 31% and ripping to the north side. This is the daily chart over here, so clearly we broke that resistance near $2 or even $1.80 resistance not too long ago, and now we're trading around $2.42. CMPX. Let's go take a look at this one over here. Our earnings day not too long ago, 9th May, and actually beat on the earnings. Compass Therapeutics. What the? Compass Therapeutics, okay. And yeah, obviously the compass is right now showing only one direction, which is north side.
Prad, you trade on 3 or 5 minute chart?
I have 5 minute, but most of the time I flip over from like 15, 5, 3. I'm all over the place.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm all over the place on that side. I just don't like the 1 minute chart. The 1 minute chart is too nonsensical, if you ask me. Anything greater than 1 is fine. How about XNFL? I'm not sure what that is. TNON under 1 minute. T-Not under 1 minute. I'm not even sure what that means on that
Under
side
1
here.
minute to reopen, I guess.
Oh, under 1 minute to reopen. Thank you for the clarification, Miss V. I was wondering what that meant. So under 1 minute to open for T-Non. Let's see where it opens at very soon. Looks like it actually halted on the way down after trading around $13 or so not too long ago. So halted on the way down at 11.79, getting ready to go even more to the downside for T-Non. How do you create a watch list for 1 minute chart? I don't understand that question at all. I think you got us wrong for a second on what we were talking about. We were just talking about what time frame do we trade on. You don't create a watch list for a 1 minute chart. You just create a watch list in general and then just look at the 1 minute chart for that stock. I think that's what you're trying to ask me, but if I did understand your question wrong, then I'm sorry about that. Maybe you could put it in a different way where I could understand that one.
I also sent the link for our watch list in case you're interested in. Again, you can apply it on any time frame you trade with. And but more than that, guys, again, I remind you that we have that another educational channel where we have actually video on how to narrow down your personal watch list. Maybe it will be interesting also. So if we type watch list in here, nothing pops up. Watch list. How to narrow down your watch list at the open. So if there are many names that are moving but you're kind of confused what you should concentrate on, I really recommend you to check out this video. It will be very helpful. Besides that, we have our watch list absolutely free that we post every morning, but again, maybe you can apply this video on our watch list to pick the best for you out of it.
So someone in the chat just mentioned, Sean in the chat mentioned, can you check out RDBX short interest and cost to borrow? Ortex is reporting something crazy. Thoughts? So the problem with the short flow numbers are they are never accurate. The way the companies report them are a little bit off, and also the numbers are very dependent on the data source that they're grabbing it from. So I don't know where Ortex grabs it from. I don't know where Thinkorswim grabs it from. I don't know where Miss V's Icon grabs it from. Maybe they all have the same data source where they grab it from.
Everywhere, I think.
Yeah, from everywhere. Pull it up. But also keep in mind that these informations are reported about I think 2 weeks late or even a month late sometimes. So these numbers vary all the time. This is why I am never so adamant on a short squeeze play, although we do look at the short squeeze for the stocks. And when we are looking for a short flow for a stock, we look at multiple sources. I go to Finviz, I go to Miss V for her Icon terminal, I go to Trade Ideas that we're sponsored by, and multiple other spots. Everything but Ortex at the end of the day is what I go to because I don't like Ortex. Now when it comes to cost to borrow fees, I have to ask Neil because I don't use Ortex and I don't have cost to borrow indication at all. So according to Neil, it costs about 7 cents per share basically. So the cost to borrow is not even that insane. So basically for every 100 shares you're paying nothing for that cost to borrow on RDBX. So RDBX Redbox was a big down move yesterday. I believe we were down 20% yesterday on Redbox. If I am wrong, please correct me. And we're down another 20% today. So that means the stock will be on SSR today and tomorrow. And if we drop another 10% tomorrow, then the stock will be on SSR on Monday also. So every day the stock is just cracking to the downside every single day and not looking good. I do remember though taking that $8 breakout to $10, and now we're right back to those $2, $1 levels. As I remember mentioning yesterday, the stock has a lot of support near $2. So if we do go back to 2, I'm expecting some buyers to come in and not allow the stock to go too far to the downside. Here we go, around $2. There we go, 2. Maybe we go to 150 and find some buyers, which happens to be the all-time low. 165, 150 is the all-time low for RDBX. That being said, I'm not saying go buy some Redbox for your long-term account. If you are thinking about buying anything for your long-term account, if it's not Apple, then you're doing it wrong, right? If it's not like these good companies, then you're doing it wrong. You don't want to be buying these no-name companies in a market crash environment, because you can be buying actually good companies that are at a discount and then use them to further yourself in the longer term spectrum. But whereas if you're buying these RDBXs and these no-name companies in order to just get that 100% move randomly one day, it could also be the opposite of that. It could also give you a 100% negative move against your direction and absolutely burn you. So maybe look to buy some dividend stocks that are at an absolute cheap price, because that could help you in the long term to fund you on your dividend side. That's what I'm thinking right now, loading up on some dividend stocks. Maybe I could ask Neil on that side as to what stocks I could look for. I know he has a lot of them on his portfolio, and learn about them a little bit too. So maybe Intel is something. I know I talk enough smack about Intel, but I need to actually own Intel for my long term, right? Because I've never used any other product than Intel for my computers, and in the near future I want to be going over to AMD, but I know a lot of people are against that on the chat. A lot of you are against AMD for some reason. HRB, Mr. Primus, we got.
Rich Trading is asking if we trade only high volume stocks, and I replied that we prefer stocks with a good volume, and the question was, what is good volume to you? So we were discussing that not long time ago. So for example, on Finviz you can check the average volume stock trades at, and we prefer either inline or higher than that, and that's my recommendation. But again, like overall, I would say I'm looking for at least like 1 million volume, but all the stocks are different. So as you can see, like Tesla, I believe, never trades on 1 million. We can check for Tesla, for example. Come on, Finviz. So average volume for Tesla is 25 million. Today we have 35 million volume. So I would rely on that. Some stocks, for example, average volume for them is like, I don't know, 1,000, for example, and on the day they trade for like 400,000, and that will be considered as a good volume for that name. And real quick, MC Tank Top asking, is V paper trading? No, probably not. I am. Where's my face?
I'm trying to put it back on.
I did it.
I screwed up. You did? Okay,
It's
awesome.
all good.
Thank you. I was struggling over here.
It's all good. So no, I'm trading real money. I've like for, I don't know, I believe for like 3-4 weeks so far. And yeah, proud about these guys.
Yeah, Miss V's been killing it, man. Hey, I'm telling you, she is probably by far the best trainee on the floor right now, without a doubt. Obviously, I don't see all the trainees' numbers and how they're doing it, but if I was to guess, there's only one trainee killing it right now on momentum stocks, especially Tesla. The hardest thing to master is being mastered by the young one over here to my right. So good job, Miss V, on that side. She did spend like a ridiculous amount of time on the TMS, which is the paper account way, and that allowed her to learn a lot of those moves on Tesla that happen on a regular basis. Speaking about moves, though, look at what the market's doing right now. So UVXY actually broke out of that range that we were getting rejected by, and is now moving to the north side a little bit. S&P 500 pushing to the downside, so here comes S&P 500 to 3880 or even lower. Nasdaq also crushing to the downside right now. Well, not crushing, but it is getting ready to push itself to the downside. Maybe volume across the board is coming in. It is now 11:37 Eastern Standard Time, about 23 minutes or so left in the stock market. Not in the stock market, in market movers with the beautiful Miss V and myself. So that being said, we're just getting ready to party with the closing show with Neil, Sean, and Brendan. What kind of trades will they be watching? What type of trades will they be taking? We're gonna be having fun with that not too long from here. So stay tuned and make sure we get up to the 1K likes, please. With only 20 minutes left, absolutely. I don't want to be stuck on not hitting that.
Prad, first of all, thank you so much what you did say there, and again, big thank you to you for being next to me. Literally, I grew up, became a real member trader next to you, learned so much, and thank you like for everything.
You guys hearing this?
I wouldn't become who I am without you, and I know that I spent a lot of time with Neil, Sean, and Brandon, but again, like with you, kind of I better understand your explanation sometimes, right? So of course it's like thank you for everyone, but like with Prad, like he literally breaks down a lot of things for me, better understanding and in general support. So thank you so much, Prad. And someone asked what platform do we use for trading? We use PPRate platform with Daytrade, the world prop firm. I will send you the link if you would love to learn more and join us. And as we talk about this, let's take a look at top 10 traders today, which means yesterday. On the first place, we have, like, as you can see, guys, majority of people were trading Nasdaq in New York. On 8th place, we have Europe. We have Bovespa on 10th place, and again, Thailand and HK Futures on 9th. Other than that, all Nasdaq New York. First place, 32,700 profit. Second place, 20,500 profit, and third and fourth place, 18,000 profit. So guys, congratulations, great job, and I would love to see tomorrow results for today, and I hope to see some fire trades.
Indeed, fire trades across the board for people on that over there. Market did come down a little bit more, as you guys can see. Now we're looking at 251.75 on Microsoft as a low a day. 252 maybe could be giving us a long scalp as long as the market finds a way to bounce off the lows over there for S&P 500. So let's let the stock come down a little bit more. And we'll take a quick little long around those bottoms, trying to do the same thing we did at the 253-ish or so. We're not giving it too much of a risk to the downside, so just trying to get long under 251, so under 252, giving it the risk of low a day in order to, you know, the risk to reward ratio is what we're playing. We're playing the risk to reward ratio game, and if that risk to reward ratio alters, by that I mean breaks the low a day even more, we just get out and we look for our same opportunity at a different price. You know, take small hits, and when the trade ends up being the right trade, you end up, you know, making back both of these in a small uptick and a lot more than that. Obviously, that means the market is moving in the north side for us. Right now, the direction is downside. UVXY is trying to go test $19. It's currently at $18.84. So UVXY about to test 19 could just stop me out on this trade, which I'm okay with, and we might just have to get back in at closer to 250 or so, which was the original level I want to be at. That's why these entries that I'm taking, there's almost no real size being taken on these trades. So even the losses that I do incur will be realistically nothing. No real monetary loss will be taken, because we're currently doing the testing and the feeling trade at the moment. Actually, wait a little. We are going down on the SPY a little more first. Yeah, for sure. I don't doubt that. We're still a little points away from the low a day from S&P 500. So I don't doubt that. And we still got about 20 cents move on UVXY to $19. So patience is a virtue, but that might be something that I'm lacking at the moment. I'm just going to go pee real quick because we only have 20 minutes. Missy, you want to take over?
Absolutely. Reach Trading is asking if markets are going down, do all stocks go down as well, or can some stocks still be bullish? Yes, absolutely. It doesn't, not all the stock have to go down. Well, again, there is some kind of indicator how much, Prad maybe can talk more about that, but you can see how much the particular stock follows the market, but absolutely not, guys. So we can take a look at this market movers board, hit board we like to see, and we will see what stocks are in the positive territory actually today. And as we can see, we have plenty of those. Hello, thank you. So Etsy is positive on retailing sector. What else? Like media sector, in entertainment, we have some positive names in here. Consumer and apparel, we have a very positive sector, so probably this one brings some positivity to the markets and retailers. So we can see that consumers and retailers are doing really great. I don't really know the reason why these sectors are doing so good, but here we go, and we can take a look at Under Armour. I believe it's UAA on New York. Yeah, so we up 6%, even though markets are down currently. So you got the answer, and absolutely I recommend you to follow our educational channel and explore more videos on that. Stop Console War says Prad couldn't handle all the sweetness. Well, that's true, guys, and thank you to you, to all of you so much. I learned so much from you. That's absolutely true. And not only trading wise, even English. Thank you. You always, guys, correct me, tell you to bring new names from used of console words. For example, I learned word wheaty, so thank you very much. Okay, thank you, beautiful. Rich Trading says you're very welcome. If you have more questions, we are here for you. That's what community is about. VTNR long. Let's take a look. C4Kami brought us VTNR. It's not the New York, hopefully on Nasdaq. Yes, it is. VTNR is up more than 8%. So again, Richard, as you can see, even though markets are down, VTNR is up. So the high of the day we have in here 8.89. We have kind of a double bottom in here. Got rejected a little bit. Let's see if we will find support in around this 1146 and we'll be able to go back there or maybe break it. And real quick, I just want to see what VTNR is. VTNR, Vertex Energy, so it's the energy name, and great to see that it's higher. Energy sector overall is down actually, but that one is up, and I want to see free float on that one. We have 46 million float, not that much, but not that small, so we're good on that one, and 5 million volume.
Yeah, we're good on that one for now. VTNR. Microsoft did push a little bit lower, so I'm watching Microsoft right now to see what I want to do. There is a little bit of selling still coming in, as one of our viewers mentioned, and I mentioned too, that I think UVXY has to go to $19, not 12, $19 and actually test it, which would be probably around when Microsoft goes down to 251 or a week break of 251 and then shows us the long move around there. Microsoft right now down almost 3.5%, so still trying to go lower to go test that 250 areas, and what a big down move on Microsoft. You know, not too long ago we were looking at 300. Apple, we were looking at 170, 150s. So everything across the globe is just getting smacked right now. S&P 500 trying to form a bottom near the 3880 mark, but let's see if that happens successfully. UVXY is what I'm really watching. I want to time my entry based on the volatility over there, because if volatility actually managed to break above 19, then obviously the longs are completely donezo, and we're cracking the downside. So there we go, 251.15 now coming into play on the stock market, not stock market, on Microsoft at the moment, and Microsoft is just failing to hold any level as a buying level at the moment. So let's watch what happens on some of the other stocks, such as maybe Facebook or anything else. Facebook already broke 190. Facebook is now negative on the day, currently looking at 187 to the downside on Facebook. Beyond volume is dead. Beyond in general is just dead. So yeah, look at that volume decrease on Beyond. Yeah, big volume decrease on Beyond, and not a volume spike yet for after lunchtime, with only 13 minutes left here. I'm not sure why volume hasn't come back in for Beyond yet. There goes the S&P 500, now down 1.3% on the day. Nasdaq down 1.7% on the day. Markets getting clapped, absolutely destroyed. So UVXY about to go test 19. Now we'll see if UVXY actually breaks out of 19. And Microsoft, where are you? Microsoft about to give me a trade in front of 250 over here. Sorry, 251. So let's quickly, markets are coming off, so I'm being a little patient on this one in order to take my long, you know, because if I take my long and I only give it to the risk of 250.90 breaking, I would have instantly got stopped out. But we're watching this one at the moment. Let's let it play around a little bit. Once I see 19 get rejected on UVXY, and once I see the market actually holding up some of these bottoms, double bottoming or so, that's where I want to be thinking about for a long scalp. So either right here on Microsoft or around 250. So just watching the tape. There we go. Selling still coming in. Does the lower day get established around here? 250.71. I'm going to throw out order there. Let's see if I get filled. That way we're not risking too much to the downside. Come on, just give me the fill. Go back to the downside. Give me 85s. Come on. Give me 85s. Don't start going without me now. Give me 85s. Come on. You guys suck. Give me 85s. There we go. 85s. No, they didn't even give me 85s. They just jumped me. Are you kidding me? Just give me 85s. There we go. Awesome. Don't jump me like that, man. That's so annoying. All right. So coming back to the upside, maybe is the question mark. It's just a question mark because no crystal ball. We don't know the future. I have my trade thesis. I tried it once, didn't work. Tried it twice, didn't work. Gonna try it my third time over here. If this one doesn't work, I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm still gonna try it with the same baby shots that I'm taking, because once it does actually start working, these losses that we took doesn't even matter, and it just starts ripping to the north side right back to VWAP, or at least close to VWAP for us. We're basically trying to find the support on Microsoft near 250. That's all we're trying to do. Find the support of Microsoft near 250. It could be right here at 250.71. It could go down to 250.50. It could even go down to 249.70, 249.50 from where the stock will actually start finding buyers at. So you got to be careful. Don't let the stock slip against you too far. Be ready with your keys. Be ready with your stops. Take those tiny shots. Take those tiny shots and losses. And when you're actually right on that trade, those tiny shots and tiny losses don't even matter, because when the win starts to come in, it's going to be a big win. So it looks like this is actually going to break the low a day. Here it goes. Are you going to get back above it? You're not going to get back above it. We're going to give it a couple seconds here. They're not going to get back above it. So we're gonna walk away from this one real quick and just wait for that level, because look at that, Microsoft, S&P 500 still going to the downside. UVXY is right now going into 19, only a couple pennies away from the high a day on UVXY. Well, high a day in pre-market, it says 1950, so that might be the 8 o'clock candle. So UVXY coming over here to the downside could just give you that trade. There we go. We're going to go right in. So 250.51, as I said, could be the low a day. That just could be the low a day. This all depends, though, on UVXY really rejecting that $19 level. If UVXY does not reject 19, this is done for. Microsoft is for sure going even more to the downside. NASDAQ now down 1.9% on the day, and S&P 500 down 1.5% on the day, whereas UVXY up 3.6% on the day. So markets clearly still struggling, without a doubt. Every day market crash. Every day I'm crashing. Every day I'm crashing. Geez, look at that VIX candle on the 5-minute. We just went risk off big. Yeah. Where are we going to? Geez, yeah, we already talked about that one. Sean, I can see what people trade. I see what people trade. I'm not sure what that statement is. Easy crash. Yeah, so ugly crash. 7 minutes left, not 7, 9 minutes left in the market movers. So stay tuned to get thrown over to the closing show for some more fun activities on the stock market. Maybe volume starts rising across the board. You know, S&P 500 trying to find a bottom near lower days. UVXY trying to get rejected at 19. And if that happens, the longs are for sure in play. Time to eat some steak dinners off these longs.
Fancy food is waiting for you out there.
I forgot what it was.
Ratatouille and chicken with parmesan. And by the way, guys, again, silver and black equities here said that Tesla looks pretty much strong. I absolutely agree with that. I mean, yes, we are down, but look how QQQ deep down almost 2%, and Tesla trying, like, it doesn't really want that free fall. Normally, like probably yesterday you could see if QQQ does any tick to the downside, Tesla flushes. Today it's not really like that. So good luck, Tesla. I want to see more positivity for you on the day, but if not, it's not. Actually, the Playmaker 88 brought it up. Tomorrow is Friday 13.
Oh. That's
creepy.
Sorry, go ahead.
Creepy.
Yeah, creepy number, Friday the 13th. Have you seen the movies, Friday the 13th movies?
I haven't, but I think the
you don't watch scary movies, right? You don't watch scary movies, right?
I don't really. Is it really scary?
It's not like that scary, but it's a scary movie. It's a horror movie.
I see.
Yeah. It's like there's a lot of blood and killing and whatnot.
I see. Yeah, not a fan of that one. But guys, you know what? Not about horror movies, but about some positive and love energy. We need 60 more likes.
60 more likes. Let's
2,300 people watching.
Smash.
And we can get that 60, guys. It's very easy. Literally, you take your fingers, smash the like button, and everyone's happy. Please.
more importantly, I get to eat my lunch if we get to that 1K like. If we don't get to that 1K, I have to starve today. So I hope you guys don't want me to starve. It would be nice to eat some food. So please, please, please smash that like button. Market's still going to the downside. UVXY hasn't gotten above that what is it, $19 level just yet.
1K likes. Sorry for interrupting
No,
you, but we have to shame you real quick in here, guys. Please shame you with us. You deserve it. Love you, love you, love you.
Yeah,
You're the
thank you
best.
very much for everyone who helped us get to 1K once again. We appreciate every single one of you. So as I was mentioning, you know, UVXY still hasn't broken 19 to the upside yet, so still no reason to get out of my my trade. If UVXY breaks 19 to the upside, then I might just jump right out of this trade over here on Microsoft, which is trying to go back to the downside all the way to 250. And like I was saying, 250 might be the right long at the end of the day. That might be the area to actually think about long. So still trying to go down for the overall market. UVXY right now testing 19. So let's see if UVXY actually ends up holding that, and I might actually build my position all the way down to 250 at the moment. My average price is 250.76. We're gonna try and throw out more orders to the downside, and then if 250 249.30 or something breaks, we'll be out of that trade. Give it a little bit of a wiggle room. So just watching, UVXY actually took out 19 there. There goes UVXY above $19. So does it actually break 250 to the downside? That's the big question. That is the big question that everyone is waiting on right now for Microsoft, MSFT. Do you break 250 to the downside, and do you further your losses even more past 250? Right now, though, it's holding at 250.50 pretty well. But that's also because UVXY is trying to see if it wants to reject 19 or burst through 19 to the moon. Burst through 19. Currently at 4% on UVXY, Nasdaq down 2%, and S&P 500 down 1.5%. Market hurt. Like clockwork indeed. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but yeah, like clockwork, baby. Tick tock. What do you think about Affirm? Oh man, Affirm has been a disaster. It's currently trading at what, 17 some odd dollars. Affirm has been an absolute disaster, a train wreck of a stock overall. And yeah, look at it, $16 right now. The Amazon partnership I thought would help them out, didn't help them out. Peloton also kind of failed them a little bit because most of their business was Peloton, so Peloton failed them a little bit on that side. And now we're just worrying, oh, market, what happened over there? Microsoft, sorry, not market. Microsoft just ripped up a little bit for some reason, but the UVXY didn't really come down. So for some reason, Microsoft's heating up on the tape. You're not really looking at it on the 5-minute chart as I see it, but Microsoft just shot up over there and for some reason, so I'm not sure what it is. Apple at 140. Wow, Apple's at 140 flat on Apple. Let's see if does it have any size on 140? Not much. Not much size on 140. We're going to take a quick long over here on Apple by risking the low of day, which is basically 140. If 140 breaks, we're out of this trade right away. Doing the same thing on Microsoft over there too. If Apple can find some buyers, then Microsoft, I'm guessing, finds some buyers. Microsoft right now, 20 cents in the money. Let's see if market can find some buyers. UVXY back under 19 just by a couple pennies. Not really, ripping past the 19 to the downside. So, Apple 15 cents, Microsoft 20 cents. Let's get this going, guys. Come on, let's get it moving. Market, wake up a bit. Snorlax might be waking up out of his hibernation over here. Market finding some volume. Look at these volume candles coming across the board for Microsoft, for Apple, for some of these fun stocks that we've been trading all day. Even AMC currently at 10.50. AMC also trying to catch a bid, so might be thinking about going long on AMC along with the market over here. Let's actually do that. We'll go long AMC, risking the lower day on AMC. 40 cents in the money on Apple. Why do I not have more size? What's wrong with me? Okay, we'll take some exit over here. We'll try to hold some. Microsoft too. Why do I not have more size? What's wrong with me? AMC though. Now AMC's trying to go up. Here we go. The bulls are waking up. The money is being poured into the market right now. We're waking up, baby. Here we go. We fought for this position on Microsoft a little bit, and you see how it's gonna pay off right now. The money is coming in. The banks are open wide for Daddy Pratty. Whatever
you want.
Couple more minutes left over here. Are you looking at anything, Miss V, that's fun for you?
I'm just looking at Tesla, definitely. So again, we broke that level, 713, but again, really trying to go higher here. Let's see, guys, what's going to happen. I don't see any trade for me currently. Market's weak and indecisive, but I guess we will find out.
Praddy's daddy. Whoa, chill on that one. Haha, Bearbone. Thank you for jumping in today's live stream. Please smash. Yeah, thank you, Bearbones, for doing that for us. Obviously, big help to Miss V. She's very busy with her stuff, so I'm sure it helps her out big time. Microsoft coming down a little bit. What's going on with you, Softy? Softy being a little soft over there and not working out. Apple also coming down for us, so Apple's also trying to kill us over there on the long. So these longs were working for a bit, but immediately once again in the negative zone for some of these positions that we're in. But that means we could, think about adding to our position. So we were average 250 76. We're instantly back to flat on this position. And if we do go back to 250.50, there we go. I think about adding some over there. They didn't give me any fills. My order's sitting at 250.65, so might just get the fill, might not get the fill. We'll have to wait and see what happens. AMC 6 cents in the money, so AMC is trying to move for us at least, so that's good for us at the moment. Rad, Prad, Netflix short. Ooh, not much time left. Miss Viv, you have to send them over.
That's right, guys. Just 1 minute left until the end of this show. You will be sent to Sean, Neil, and Brandon for more 2 hours left into this trading day. I wish you all the luck, more profitable opportunities, or at least to protect the one you made already. We love you. Thank you so much for being with us, for your 1,000 likes, and I'll see you later.
Yeah, guys. Paka. Come back tomorrow, 11 o'clock.
Paka.
Let's try this again. Welcome to the close. Pretty interesting day. Back to session lows we go. We were dealing with computer stuff. It's fine. Back to session lows we go. Everything back to the downside after a attempt at a bounce, I guess you could say, off of morning support that didn't really hold. It was quite the move back to the upside when it happened, but not much follow through as we head back downside. Here's a look.